Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hello everyone, and once again welcome back to the PMCO 2021 Spring Split Wildcard South Asia Region. My name is Warren Super Johnny John, joined on the desk by Ocean Sharma. And ladies and gentlemen, today is the last day of the group stages, day number 6.
Exactly. Yesterday we saw 2 groups playing for the final time for this particular thing, and today it's going to be 2 other groups, and after this, next week is where the finals are going to be starting. 16 teams from here are going to be moving up forward. That's the most important thing. Now you have to make your name in the top 16. If you're there, you move forward. If you're not, well, $300.
Well, $300 and your journey of this year.
Full stop.
Yeah, exactly. Your journey, there's going to be a full stop in your journey. And talking about the journey, let's talk about where this journey, starting from the PMCO, actually leads to. It leads to the PMPL South Asia Season 3.
Yeah, exactly. And you can see invited team from, that's the biggest thing, invited team from PMGC season. There's Use Esports. We're talking about South Asia Wildcard right now, and so many teams have seen what a wildcard team can actually do and be an actual wildcard in the global event.
Exactly, being an actual wildcard in the global event. I mean, we were expecting the team to put up decent numbers, but they actually managed to finish in the top 3. The podium finish is where they ended, and this is the opportunity that could be there for the new teams as well. But given the fact, as Ocean said, first today you have to make sure that you finish in the top 16, move on to the finals that will be taking place next week, and then from the finals finish in the top 2 to get invited to PMPL South Asia Season 3, ladies and gentlemen. But along with that, there is some money on the line in this tournament itself. As Ocean said, if you get eliminated today, you just get $300. But if you move forward to the finals, you have the possibility to compete for the rest of the prize money, where the first position will be receiving $3,900, the second position will receive $2,300, and the first 2 places of the finals will be moving forward to PMPL Season 3.
That's the most important thing right now. Obviously, from here, 16 teams are going forward for the next week, but then there is going to be, a funnel for just 2. Like, that funnel is going to be, funneling out the best of the best teams. The two teams that are going to be out there, and, they're going to have good points for sure.
Exactly. They need to have good points. And talking about the points, the point distribution system, ladies and gentlemen, on our screens right now. So, first position, the chicken dinner gets you 15 points. Second position, you get 12 placement points. Third, you get 10 placement points, and so on. 1 point for every single kill in game. And that, we know it's sort of a game-changing factor, that those kill points matter for a lot. But if you are consistent with how you play, just like, I mean, we're talking about Max Legends, we have been talking about them for a really long time, because they have had consistent high finishes. Every single game they play, they finish on the top 3, the top 4. They usually fail to get the chicken dinner, but those consistent placement points and consistently getting decent number of kills for themselves, 5 to 6 in every single game, has made sure that they are sitting in the top 8 right now.
Exactly. That's one of the most important things. Not exactly the most important, but one of the most important things. We just, look about this. And, just as we're talking about a few teams, I mean, the teams that have showcased their synergistic gameplay, it kind of matters, bro.
Yeah, it matters a lot. But let's have a look at the teams that will be playing today. So it's going to be Group B versus Group D. And we're going to be starting off with XB Rangers, Squadrons, and DENO. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the Smokers have been disqualified for the tournament. So that means we're going to be seeing less teams in today's matches. Then moving forward in Group B, we have Infinity Club, Urbiv, Markpen, and Seal Esports. Markpen, Urbiv, especially Urbiv, I mean, Urbiv and DENO sitting on the latter half of the standings today. It's going to be a good opportunity for them.
Yeah, and we have a question as well. Will No Chance make it in top 16? Right?
Yes.
We were talking about that. OPMF Esports, and then there was one team disqualified as well. Max Legends, gonna regain the top spot. That's only one question. Again, ISSL, Noob Alliance, 4K, MAD, and OPMF OPEX. Like, there are these teams for sure. We saw 2 disqualified teams, but, well, the show goes on for the other teams.
So from 16 teams that were supposed to play today, we are down to 14 teams. And 2 teams not playing means that their drop locations are going to be empty. So potentially ISSL Noob, a team that's doing not so well for themselves in the overall standings, could use those drop locations to their advantage. Stuff like that can happen. But we're definitely expecting a lot of the teams on the second and on the third and the fourth chart of the standing to go absolutely YOLO when we head towards the Miramar and the Erangel matches. That's going to be match number 3 and match number 4, based on how well they are doing after Sanhok.
I mean, probably that is one thing for sure, just as you talked about it. A few teams would love to go to the areas where they would want to go, and as we're talking about Erangel and all, let's have a look at the schedule as well, and let's see what the matches are today. It's going to be the second last Erangel, the last Sanhok, the last Miramar, and then the last Erangel for today.
For the group stages, because the maps are going to remain the same once we move on to the finals, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, let me remind you guys, the finals will be starting from next week. The top 16 teams after today will be moving forward to the finals and playing in the finals, where top 2 teams will move forward to PMPL South Asia Season 3, and the finals will be starting from Wednesday onwards. So make sure you guys tune in for that. But first, we need answers. We need to know the top 16 names that will be our finalists.
Yeah, today it's going to be, yesterday, again, it was journey of a few teams that did get halted by a full stop, but today it's going to be a few more teams. But on the bright side, if something goes down, the other teams are coming up, and those teams will have to look forward. So in this case, Group A and C, for those teams, the ones that played yesterday and are at like 11, 12, 13, something like that, those teams will have to, just showcase, did they do enough or did they not?
Exactly. And also, with teams getting DQ'd, that means more opportunity for you guys, less competition. So let's see how the games are going to go, because the match is live, ladies and gentlemen, and the trajectory of the plane is right in front of us.
Starting from the backside of George Pultu, Novarapna is where we are right now. Pochinki, School, Rozok, Ruins, Gatka are going to be good areas. Military base, if a team wants to go, they can go out there. And slowly and steadily, you can see the plane just arriving, and the players will be ready. Like, obviously, they will have to be ready.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. But now, somehow, as you can see, the players just trying to move down. They are just going down. You can see OPX's players just moving up down. But now the thing is, I want to see if a team experiments with the drop. They change the drop location, and how does that help them?
Yeah, definitely. That is something that we will be keeping an eye out on. But for now, we do see Max Legends, a good contender, along with the team of OPEX, taking an exit earlier on from the plane, along with the players of EA, who are landing towards the Dorjapul City area. A few players might go towards hospital as well. But Max Legends this time, they need to be careful, because, well, DENO is right along with them. We do see Samitha heading towards the shooting range area. The other players from the side of Max Legends have decided to go towards the southern part of the shooting range. And as I said, since the players of DENO are going to be there, we do see one of the lads from DENO actually managing to find a vehicle, landing on the ground a little bit earlier on. Potentially could look to go on a hunt and pick off a few of the players from Max Legends. So if they get picked off, that's not going to be a good start, a start that they wanted. And oh my lord, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. So the circle takes us on an interesting journey. It's a twist and turn in a tale that we are telling you guys right now. And Ocean predicts that this circle is going to end on the military bridge. Well, the military island side of the military bridge, close to the city.
Yeah, like not exactly close to
the
city,
mountains.
But the mountains are right after the bridge.
Yeah,
for sure. So teams will have to look forward to the rotation. In this one, no chance can just go and rotate early. You can see Infinity Squad as well. They can go and rotate early. Meanwhile, XBurn, XB Rangers, they are already at Novo Repnoy, so they don't have to worry about it right now. But if a team wants to contest military base right now, they can just go. Earlier, the team knows that the zone is not their friend. All they have to do is just gather loot and vehicles and just run as fast as they can, because they need to make up a good spot.
Yeah, they definitely need to find a good spot. But I mean, it's going to be quite interesting to see how the teams and the players actually think the rotations are going to work out in their favor. As you said, XB Range is in a wonderful position right now, landing towards Novo Repnoy. All they have to do is cross the military base and make it to those mountains. Once they get the high ground, if they actually manage to get the high ground in the early stages, they can potentially camp out a lot of teams trying to cross the bridge. And then I guess there's only one more option left for the teams. That is going to be the water rotation, if they can find a way to land towards the southern side of the military island, because that is a safe point, but only in the early stages of the game. If you are going for water rotation in the later part of the match, you could be in some trouble.
Yeah, that is true. That is totally true. But now, as you can see from the Georgia Poles area, Rozok's area, 600, 700 meters outside the circles. So these players have to look forward to it. We still have 1 minute on the clock when the players and the teams have to move. And that's where, you can decide. I mean, suppose let's take an example of Dictator and maybe Sheko. Suppose Sheko has an M4 and Dictator has an Uzi, but they wanna exchange weapons because the other one wants it. So now they have to decide, do they exchange it right now, or do they get inside the circle and do that? Like, suppose one player gets a lot of first aids and he has to give it to teammates. So these things need to be decided at this crucial time because now every decision matters.
Exactly. Every single decision is going to matter, as Ocean pointed out, because these lads are 1,400 meters away from the circle. So their journey is going to be a little bit little longer than the other lads. And also the players, teams like DENO, Max Legends, who have gone towards the shooting range area, we're going to have to see how they actually manage to make it inside the circle right now. It's going to be quite tricky for them. But talking about tricky situations, the players of No Chance actually spot out Team Seal, Wally, taking a few shots in his direction. But Anka actually misses the bullseye and Wally manages to get away. But Wally is going to relay this information about No Chance being present close to the gas station, which is right next to the military bridge area, to his teammates. And since Team Seal have made it onto the military island, they're going to hold their ground. They're going to wait for the teams to cross over and then they're going to try and take the fight.
I mean, that's important. That's somehow important for the players. But well, we still have to see so many teams. You can see Team Seal already making it inside the circle, inside the military base area, and they have a really good area for themselves. I mean, they can contest a team coming from the bridge. They can contest a team if a team just takes a sharp left after the bridge. So those things like this team is ready for already. But I want to see what Max Legends do because they are at 70. That's the distant area as compared to the circle, so they have to make their way. If they come from Georgiopol, Squadrons out there, obviously bridge is going to be contested, and then you can see the teams of Rozok, so they'll have to see if they come from Yasnaya, OPMF, IESSL, and obviously the bridge from the other side. So they have to be on their toes with this rotation, and if they choose a water rotation, the zone's coming, it might just take a lot of time.
Yeah, it is definitely going to take a lot of time, but I mean, that's the thing, right? You have to, time management is also a thing in this game, ladies and gentlemen. You have to adapt, you have to improvise, and you have to manage your time according to where you are right now. Max Legends seems like they're going to go for a late rotation, still sticking around the Severny area, the team along with the players of OPEX. So these teams have a pretty high standing right now as far as the overall leaderboard is concerned, and we will have to see, can they actually manage to bring themselves up within the top 3? So absolutely no fights have broken out right now on this map, apart from Wally getting shot at. Other than that, most of the teams have managed to avoid each other in these early stages, and we expected things to go this way because, well, we have 14 teams in the game right now, 56 players only instead of the usual 16. So there's a lot more space available for these teams and for these lads to play around with in the early stages. But once we reach the late stages, once we reach the 4th, the 5th circle, things are going to normalize again.
Yeah, I mean, just like you said, yeah, there is a lot of area for these teams, for these players to just, move around for themselves. And you can see Dino Fantastic already, he's moving once again. Dino Ghosty, Dino Lee, and Salty onto the area of Water City. So, sounds like a good area right now just to, initiate your loot and then move forward. But you have to move up because the zone's arriving. That's the first thing that you kind of have to look, right? You cannot risk yourself in these kind of circles, given the fact the bridge, the bridge might just take a lot of time. No, the bridge is inside the zone, but it will take a lot of time, and that time is something that's going to be really crucial for you. Meanwhile, you can see NC Anka in the distance, and Infinity's players just moving up downwards, and Squadrons players, well, all of them, they are in a boat area, and it seems like it that NC is ready for Infinity. Iran is just out here, and he has to just spot the players if he can. But now getting back to the buggy and bikes and everything, it seems like they're ready, but they can hear the gunshots for sure. And there it is. Oh, that was brilliant. The DP being used to perfection. Anka is the one that gave away every location, and now is the damage being done. 2 players are down. Another one might as well just go down. That's Ernie, but Resha is on to the other side.
Yeah, and you were talking about hearing the gunshots. I guess Infinity is feeling them now. Resha's position has been compromised, but Anka does not care. He's moving forward. Ocean, this is going to be a risky situation. A 2 versus 1 right now, even though he has the knocks in his favor. Alright, so he managed to make his way towards the watchtower just to make sure that he can cut off Russia from the rest of the team. But Infinity, they're trying to back off. They're inside the vehicle. Iran and Cage have been revived. They're inside the vehicle. They're still low. There's potential for them getting knocked out. But is that going to happen? Is Infinity going to be in so much trouble that they get finished off? I don't think so. The team plays it smart. They completely disengage from the fight, and Ernie has managed to rescue his teammate. Like the mission of saving Private Ryan, it is a success.
Well, they did it good, but now extras coming up from the back end side. So that's one thing. And Ruslan, I mean, the way he actually knocked down the first player, that was brilliant. That was impressive, the way he started off the fight. But extra, Hope is on to the other side. Mex is on to the other side. Well, Seal Zaki takes up a fight against Pinky Boy, and he knocks Pinky Boy down. So now that is going to be a troubling situation as well, because extra now they are one player shot. Yeah. And yeah, now the end just comes on. Zaki gets the first blood on himself, and as you can see, out of the 14 teams and 56 players, one goes. 55 now. 55 now.
Yeah, down to 55 players. The first blood was drawn a couple of seconds ago. EA reduced down to a 3-man squad. They are not turning down the aggression. And Pinky Boy, I mean, it was a risky situation. His team is on one side of the bridge. He was trying to cross and gather some information about how the situation is on the other side. And well, the situation is pretty deadly because he has been picked off. Max Legends, they take the high ground close to the watchtower. In fact, they have taken the high ground of the watchtower. And Extra is trying to see if they can just delay the rotation of Max Legends. Max Legends, if they try to move out right now, they've been spotted out. There is EA over there. OPEX is present in the back lines. No chances in their location. So if they try and escape right now, they are going to be sent back to the lobby straight away.
For sure. Seal Ankle, you know, again is trying to spot someone now. And XB Rangers, Poda is on to the other side. And it seems like he obviously knows, you know, he was able to see the head previously. But then now, as the players wants to move on to the back-end side, that's what they are doing. Markman, meanwhile, is a team that's outside the circle right now. They have to make it inside the zone. The zone damage, we all know, that's going to be slowly and steadily just eating them up. But obviously they can, as it's just the second circle, and they won't be afraid of that. But if they're outside the circle, that just means one more thing. They have to cross the bridge as well.
Yeah, they definitely need to cross the bridge right now. I would love to see if the circle takes a northern shift right now and moves to the main island. That is going to be so insane, but it's going to be awesome at the same time. I mean, these teams that have the teams that thought that crossing on early is going to get them to safety, it's going to be a complete turnaround in the game.
They'll have to be on their toes once again, you know, thinking about it. And once they thought they will be the boss, the zone like, no, I'm the real one.
And well, all right, so it's literally going to be a game changer if the circle moves north.
I mean, yeah, that's how the game's going to change.
Yeah, so, I was waiting to make that pun.
Okay, well, so Max Legends, just as we were seeing, you know, a team from 70 just moving up forward, they moved up really quickly and now they are onto the sides of the bridge as well, but no chance. I mean, they know that a vehicle did go down. AK 4 times being used, just the tap shots being given. Kenzo is out here and Ruslan again from no chances trying to make up a good area, and this is where you can see they are trying to see if they can find someone, but the thing is, Max Legends is also, you know, hiding in a really good area. I mean, they can be spotted, but the thing is, they are not giving up enough information.
Yeah, Max Legends, I mean, they've been pretty much, their information is given, but they're not they're not peeking unnecessarily. They're not trying to take these duels that the players of EA want, the players of No Chance wants against them. And these three teams are still holding the main island side of the military bridge. They're trying to, they're first going to have to fight amongst each other, see who survives, and whoever survives is going to be allowed to cross. If they can pick a few of the players from either side, then a rush might just come in. But talking about either sides, I mean, XB Range is taking a fight against ISSL Noob Alliance on the military island. I think that is going to be an interesting situation over there. They have managed to get themselves one knock so far, but can they go for a squad wipe?
Yeah, and that's important. That's the most important question as of right now. We still have to see how the things just turn around for the players and everyone. And you can see now the circle is going to be forming up as well. OPMF, meanwhile, is on the backside of farm. I mean, they have to make their way slowly and steadily. Let's talk about this. And the zone goes down, just like we were saying, just like we were expecting, just like we were hoping. So now it comes down to Team C. Look at this. They have a proper control of the area from where the teams are going to be coming.
Yeah, definitely. And it is just one option left for the team. Otherwise, I mean, if you go for a water rotation, if you try and swim your way through, you might just make it, you might just not make it. I mean, the beach shoreline, the northern part, the northern beach shoreline of the military island has been abandoned. So DENO can potentially go for that rotation. Otherwise, there's the Novorepnoi bridge option available to you, which is going to be a little bit wider. But Urbev have taken control of that bridge, and if they actually think of camping the area for a little while before the blue zone starts to close in, they can try and see if they can get some picks in their favor. XB Rangers in a really, really wonderful position right now.
Yeah, I mean, they are at the center of the zone, but Team Seal can get enough kills as the teams, have to move forward. OPMF, meanwhile, and Markpan, they are trying to go from the farm bridge, like the farm Novoripner bridge. That's where they are coming from. But if we just talk about Squadron and 4K's teams, they have to get inside the circle, and they won't be in any trouble. But if we talk about Ninja and his teammates, right, they might as well get into the fight against Team Seal. I mean, they can win the fight, but I think as Team Seal, all 4 players are looking in 4 different directions. If you just see,
yeah, that might turn out in their favor. I mean, if you have a lot of information about all the directions that you can take damage from, you will be able to predict an onslaught that is going to befall you and get your team in a position to fight the team that is going to be coming in your direction. But look at this. So there's a boat rotation coming in by the players of Infinity, and it is the team of No Chance right behind them. Well, No Chance is still on the island, so they can potentially go for the shots if they have smokes in their scopes on their weapons. But Infinity, they make it across quite safely, in fact.
And now they can just, get a hold of the other teams as well. Look at this ISSL. They are trying to spot down the players, and the spray is going down, and there it is. OPMF's first, loss just coming out here, and ISSL, they are looking really good. The first kill that they have. Loot will be there. If the buggy is intact and good, that will be there. Well, Killam needs a helmet as well.
Yeah, he definitely does need a helmet. It's quite a bit late in the game to actually try and see if he can survive without one. 14, almost 15 minutes in, down to, well, we're still at 14 teams, down to 54 players. Just lost 2 players from the start of the match. And OPMF, they're going to have to figure out how they're going to reach the late stage of the game with just 3 players. They have a squad incoming in their direction, but they have a good compound for cover.
As of now, yes, they have a decent compound for cover. And Rich, alright, well, because if you jump in the water, you don't get damage of that thing, right? So he's just out in the water area, but you need to, get your head up if you need that air. Otherwise, you will go down. Maxis and Hope are out there. OPMF, ISSL, they were out there, but OPEX as well. You can see OPEX just moving up forward. Now the zone just shifts once again. In less than a minute, that's going to be one thing. But No Chance's cocktail goes down onto the area. And as you can see, EMX's, I mean, he almost might have been spotted into this area. But Team DENO is going down by the play zone. Now the zone comes into the equation badly.
Well, the zone is definitely going to be brutal for a lot of teams. Max Legends definitely feeling the impact of the chip damage from the blue, the blue rays of death, basically. And they have lost 1 player. All right, Ghostly from DENO goes down. Samitha from Max Legends goes down. DENO Lee goes down to the zone. A lot of players just falling down to the blue zone out of all things. EA Hope is going to be picked up by OPEX Unknown. And Unknown, he's going to fall back a little bit. Needs to be careful. They are going inside the circle, but the player from EA Mexis is still on the beach.
I mean, that is true. But if you talk about Mexis and the way Mexis is moving up, he still needs to, have a cover or something out in the open. Otherwise, things might as well just go down because, he needs Rich by his side. But, last time we saw Rich was in the water, but, well, he wants to give up a fight, and he did spot down 1 player. Although, the damage was not yielded perfectly. That's one thing. Meanwhile, Erbiv's Wish goes down. EA Hope gets finished as well. OPEX's players. Erbiv Wish, he needs a revival. Destro and Funky are on to the other direction. But Squadrons, 2 players. It's a 2v2 situation right now. But they need 1 more player to just come down and grenade. The nade parade is happening good.
Yeah, the Squadrons, they come up with the revive. So now the situation is a little bit more even. But Punisher's nade, look at this. Destro almost getting destroyed. Oh no, Root, he has a wonderful flank. Punisher wasn't aware of his position a couple of seconds earlier, but now he is. And Root is going to be taken down. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, Erbiv, they have been finished off by the Squadrons. It was a wonderful fight from this squad. And they win it in style.
Well, Squadron Punisher, it has been done if you just talk about it. 4 kills, that's what they wanted. Erbiv, yeah, it's an upside down outside situation. Just like we were talking about the mountains, that's where the zone is going up right now. Team Seal, again, holding the edge as of now, plus holding 1 mountain. That's a really good thing for them. Ankle is looking forward for one thing, that which team, constitutes the central area, whilst the other players, they are trying to see the edge. So they are in a really good 1-3 split. But look at this. I think it's going to be a bit bad for the players of 4K as the players are moving up forward against them. Matrix is out there, but Infinity wants these kills. Just the gamer goes down by the grenade. Good grenades coming up against the players. Another grenade onto the side of Ninja, but well, it does not do any damage. But now they have to do something as Dest to the gamer. No gun was needed. The grenades did the job, and Matrix goes down as well. And now the finishers will be arriving. It's a 2v4 situation. Are they going to go for the finish? Ernie goes down in the situation. Ran is running up forward. He spots one down. He goes down as well. Resha is on low HP as well. Can these people clutch it out? They spot another one, but no. Resha goes down. It's a 1v1 against Cage. What's going to happen? Max versus Cage. Both the players are still out here. Can they finish the team out here? I mean, you can see the players. It's a 1v1, but the revivals are a bigger thing.
Yeah, the revivals are coming in. Ernie is not going to get a revive. Ernie is going to get finished off. The nade from Max definitely dishes out a lot of damage and actually manages to finish. Whoa, he did a lot. He did damage to the team, but the team ended up getting backstabbed by OPMF. Cage got spotted out, took a few shots, and he was
They don't know. They're still using grenades out there.
They don't know their opponents are gone.
They don't know. Again, more and more grenades are going down. Did they not read the kill feed? Did they not read the kill feed?
Forget about the kill feed. You see the crates forming right in front of you.
All right. Well, I think now they realize something, but if you talk about the circle, it has gone down a bit more onto the northern side. Now Team Seal, I mean, they have a proper area to get inside the circle. XB Rangers, they just have to defend, but look at this, Pixie goes down by Pasta. Markpen, this is what they are doing now. Now they are starting up their kill numbers. They obviously have a 0 kill number right now, but now they are looking for the fight. But Lucy White in a really good angle, might as well take one down, but Momo's grenade hit Momo itself.
Well, he has been taken down. Pasta is going to toss smoke to come up with the revive, but Lucif White T from the distance with the M4 and the 3x scope. Oh no, he takes a lot of damage from a different direction. So Markpen, even they knew a flank was going to be there. There was potential for a flank available, considering that these high ridges can be pretty deadly. So they had Illusion set on the low ground to pick someone like Lucif, who was trying to be cheeky, off and put them in a disadvantaged position. But now, since the players have been knocked down, Illusion is going to come in. The revives are going to come in for the squad of Markpen. Pasta was really low. He's going to have the opportunity to heal up. And the other lad is going to be revived. But look at this. XP Rangers in some trouble as ISSL comes in for the action. Jimmy has been taken down. Mamta is the last player surviving. Takes down 2. HP really low. A 1v1 coming in against a low player. It's a 1 versus 3. Can it be a 1v4 situation? HP really low again. Barely surviving with 20 HP. The first aid kit is going to be utilized. And XB Rangers, a fight that should have been theirs, it has been taken away, in fact.
Well, he did do a 1v3, and now the confirmations are arriving. He wants those kill points, and the revival will be out there as well. That was brilliant, the way the kills just happened, but Poda Whitey again just moving up forward. If he does a 1v4, he might as well, survive with all the players out there, but a good grenade might as well just come from Talat, and that's one thing, but Mamata was ready for it. I mean, Caleb is not exactly ready. The damage was done on Caleb, but another thing is, Mamata, are the players moving forward? If they go down in that shack, if Lucifer just, tells them that there is a player, but look at OPEX, they're also coming from behind. It is going to be a bad aggression. Well, one last player surviving once again, and Poda Whitey goes down by Mehmet. He just confirms his own kill. Can he go for the 5th one? But no. From the other side, Pasta takes down one with the Car 98.
Well, the sniper, the bold action coming into play over here. And look at this, OPEX. They have 4 kills. They have all 4 players. They are trying to be the catalyst to end this fight. ISSL, you might have just found yourself in the worst situation possible. OPEX, Munsef is going to be taken down. Kalum is going to be taken down. Mamta, again, the last player surviving. The nade misses his mark. Toxin, he does damage to himself, but they actually managed to pick off the entire team. Oh no, Toxin's nade, it finished off Munsef. OPEX, what have you done? From a fight that was comfortably, easily theirs, they lose a player because of their own mistake.
Well, now let's see how the things just changed. As on Markpen, there's a grenade that was being torn down to, but now Team Squadrons, I mean, if we talk about the players, they are reduced to a 3-man squad, and meanwhile, Markpen, they have to do everything against their will to take up this fight. Well, that was a good grenade, but that did not do much damage. Gucci has been spotted down onto that one rock. Gucci goes down as well by Illusion. Now Pasta is constantly spraying again. Panisha goes down. It's a 1v4 situation against the player of Squadron. He goes down as well, and there is the proper ending as Markpen Pasta gets 3.
Yeah, Markpen in a wonderful position right now to grab themselves this chicken dinner. They are outside the circle. They have to move in, but the teams inside are already fighting amongst themselves. So Markpen have potentially an easy entry inside the circle. We're going to see if they actually manage to make it in. But Team Seal, again, ladies and gentlemen, putting up wonderful numbers on the board. 8 kills confirmed already for Team Seal and OPEX as well.
Well, Marco, he just wanted to, run inside the house. That's what he was doing right now. Illusion needs to heal up Pasta as well. I mean, they are a bit of on low health side. Pelzang's out there. We are down to 3 teams. Seal Esports, Markpen and OPEX. We know OPEX, they can start good, but all the players out here, you can see, like, they are brilliant in their covers.
This could be anyone's game at this point.
Yeah.
Because look at the forecast for the winner chicken dinner.
It's
34,
constantly
33, 32. It's so close. Just a percent separating these teams.
It's changing constantly. Just the way if a player puts up the health, it kind of changes. If a player, uses the bandage, it changes once again. So that's how it is. But so far, right now, as we can see, Team Seal was looking really good. Now Markpen is at the top, and now OPMF is at the second. So numbers going to be, increasing and decreasing. That's one thing. But let's see whose gameplay can, just make it out around here. I mean, Markpen has all the players surviving, but Ankle, one good shot from Marco can take one player down, as Ankle was just out there. You can see Marco still trying to find out a perfect opportunity just right now, just trying to go for the space. But Seal Baron has been potted down. He might as well just go down. One more good shot, and there it is. Marco takes him down and will be going for the confirmation. But no, the trade comes in. It was a bit too late though. One player goes down. Seal Wally, the Molly is right next to him. Now Wally needs to go for the reload and might as well just take up a few shots.
Yeah, he has your favorite weapon.
M249 and TP, like, more than what you need. Yeah. That's what it is.
This man just wants to press the trigger and does not want to let go. He needs a lot of bullets.
He can take all the players down in just one spray. I mean, that just comes down if EU can regulate it. But that's,
I mean, just like take out the DP, finish that, go to the M249.
But look at one thing. Team Seal is having their eyes on OPMF, OPEX. They did not know that there was a team coming from behind. Wally's on low HP. Will this M249 be put to use? That's the biggest question.
I think it's over. I think it's over for Team Seal. Wally is really low. He's going to take a lot of utility, and there it is. He's going to be finished off. Markpen, all 4 players, 4 versus 2 situation. This is the game that they needed, and this is the game that they have got for themselves.
Well. Is this going to be the first chicken dinner for Markpen? That's the biggest question. But no, Pasta gets spotted down. Look at this. I mean, the way the team has been playing since the first day, it has grabbed our attentions. But now the thing comes down is OPEX. What's going to happen? They don't have to circle for themselves. Pasta goes down. Somehow OPEX is giving up a really good fight. Pelzang is on low HP as well. So this is going to be a really, really bad situation, as this somehow reduces the team to a 2v2. I mean, if Pelzang puts up a first aid, then it's going to be a 3v2. I mean, he's on a really low HP, so that's going to be one thing. But well, Toxin, now look at this. The grenade's going back and forth. He needs to move just a bit back as well. The grenade did hit Illusion. He is down to low HP. I mean, Pelzang, does he not have a first aid? That's the biggest question that I'm asking up right now.
Oh!
But Momo goes down. Illusion low on HP. Pelzang needs up a first hit. Someone get that man some first hits if he needs to take up a good fight.
It's over.
What's happening? It's one player surviving for Markpen somehow. And that too on lowest of the HPs. Pelzang. How did they let this game go away from them? But Pelzang is moving up. Is he going to go and take one? One first hit can change the game at this moment.
I think the priority for Pelzang right now is just to get inside the circle. He is still out of it, and he has been spotted out. Oh, he's prone down on the ground.
Yeah.
Toxic and unknown. They are looking for him. They know, they have a general idea of where he is, but no, the man has become a snake. He has become one with the nature right now, and so has Toxin. They're going for the hunt. Pelzang, is he going to be spotted out, or will he find a first aid first? Will he find some utility as well along with it to survive and to potentially clutch this fight out? OPEX with 12 kills, an amazing chicken dinner could be theirs, but the Molotov being tossed, is this going to do some damage to Pelzang? We know Toxin, he is amazing with his utility, but oh, he gets up for a second, gets spotted out, and unknown finishes him off, ladies and gentlemen. And with that, OPEX, they get themselves a chicken dinner, finishing off a 2v4 fight.
The man had to inject at least something. An adrenaline, a first aid, maybe some boosters. He had nothing, and that kind of just, changed the game forever.
Look at the damage. 2001 takes us back. We were kids in 2001, but like good number of damage for the team. And OPEX, I mean, it was amazing. 2 versus 4 in the final situation.
Well, Mark Penn still shy of a chicken dinner.
Yeah.
And OPEX, I guess this is the second or something, because I still remember they also had one good game previously. So OPEX has been doing good. They are in the top 5 right now. So that's a brilliant thing. And obviously being a crowd favorite team, that's what this team just did. So brilliant gameplay. I mean, at this moment, you did not need, gun power or something. You needed strategies, and they did that. Yeah.
You needed brain power, not gun
Big brain
power.
time.
Big brain time in this final situation. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I guess it's time to look at the MVP of this match and see who's that one individual influential player in this game.
Okay, Mako. It's 6 kills, 966 damage. Talk about it. Out of 2001 damage, 966 by one individual. That's brilliant. Healing then 141, 2 assists as well. So well done, 23-10. But you know, if this is one thing, I would say this is just as well, because
I think we're going to see them. I think we're going to see a few more players from the side of OPEX in the list of top players. And I'm pretty sure Toxin is going to be there, because the man, I mean, alright, just think about this. You definitely need utility in a situation like that. If you are outnumbered, or even if you're not outnumbered, grenades and Molotov are the easiest way to take your opponents down without ever coming face to face with them.
Wally, Mammoth, Unknown. These players were out here as well. 750 damage, 569 and 464. Look at the survival times by them. I mean, Unknown, obviously, he did survive the longest in this one. And had he had a bit more damage, obviously, he could have been in the top 3 or so, like in the third position, because, you know, the survival time was good. The kills were good. The damage was the only thing that was separating the players mostly. So that's brilliant. That's brilliant out here.
Yeah, that is definitely brilliant. But moving forward, let's have a look at the summary as well. And I mean, it's going to be quite interesting to see how things have turned out for the other lads. So maximum distance traveled is going to be by the team of ISSL. 13,000, ladies and gentlemen, not 113,000 meters.
The distance does go down, given the fact that, you know, the teams had to come down onto the military base island. Most of the teams had to, just go for it. But, you know, let's have a look at the rankings as well. Let's see what team win and lose. Oh,
28 points. OPEX, Seal Esports on the second with 19 and a Mark Penn. I mean, this is the reason this team is really impressive, right? They get the decent number of kills and good placement points. 19 points again for Mark Penn. Their average points per match is really high.
Yeah, mostly they end up in top 3. Mostly they end up in top 3. If they have had some bad games, it's been like 1 or 2 only. That's it. But look at DENO, look at No Chance, look at Erangel. We were talking about these teams, you know, if they have to make it in top 16. Now it's going to be just a bit of a tricky thing.
So the 3 teams that we said are on the verge of either making it or getting eliminated, all 3 of them are on the bottom in this game.
Yeah, I mean that kind of, you know, but still 3 games.
3 more games to go. I think they're going to have us in. There's going to be a lot of suspense till the very last match if this goes on.
And a lot of good moments as well. That reminds me of some OPPO moments that we might as well just see, right?
Exactly. Let's move forward and have a look at the OPPO moments right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, if you talk about the initialization of the fights that were happening, so you can see, I mean, this Iran just sat on the bike and the DP just obliterated him, and then No Chance. It seemed like they were looking really good for the fight, but they could not, you know, hold that fight in the better way. So that kind of just changed. But now talking about this one, Erangel versus Squadron. Erangel did get eliminated. I don't know what after this, you know, the grenades that were being thrown down.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this was an interesting situation, because I felt like Infinity, this was their fight. It was a 2 versus 4 situation, and then they made the classic mistake of giving your opponents an advantageous part in the fight, wherein they were just charging into individually charging into those 1v2s. This was impressive. This was impressive by Mamta from ISSL. It was a 1v4, and the player actually managed to clutch it out.
Yeah, they did. They did actually manage to clutch it out. And then look at this. This was a 1v1. That obviously, you know, Squadrons, they were not being given the good of the support by the circle, obviously. So that was one thing. And Seal, this is where Team Seal went down. And after this, well, OPEX, they knew their business. Pasta was, you know, he was seen from that area. And now it was a good game for this team. I mean, kudos.
Yeah, kudos to OPEX. And I mean, they had a slight advantage of being the team inside the circle, and they used that advantage perfectly. Mark Penn, the pressure was on them that they were outside the circle, but they should have realized that the numbers were in their favor. Had the 4 players stayed together, 2 moving forward, 2 players just watching their backs, watching the direction in their front, because the other team, there is just one possibility for OPEX to be in that situation. Mark Penn is coming from one direction. You have picked Team Seal in the other direction. That leaves one position for where OPEX could be. 2 players moving forward, 2 players just ADSing in that location, and this could have been their fight.
I would say I would say Makpan is not showing their actual gameplay right now. Maybe when the finals are there, this team dominates again. Because right now, the second, third, they're like, we need to qualify. That's all.
Exactly.
Once the actual thing comes on, we'll show it.
But before we move to the next match, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be on Sanhok. We're going to take a very short break. So you guys stay tuned and keep watching. We'll be right back. Hello everyone and welcome back after the break to the PUBG Mobile Club Open 2021 Spring Split Wildcard South Asia Region match number 2 of the group stages, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ron Super Johnny John, being joined by Ocean Sharma.
Yes! I don't know, I was really excited, but well, this is Lakavi, Query, Boot Camp, all those areas are going to be inside the circle, Camp Charlie and Kampong as well. Sami, as you can see, the players will like to drop out their ruins area. It's going to be up for contestation as well. Teams are dropping, but by the looks of it, Johnny,
Yeah.
no one's in Painan yet. Maybe Urbib would like to drop down there.
I think so.
Yeah, they are. But Urbib has a decent split. You can see 2 players outside the Painan's area. I mean, all the players as of now are a bit outside the Painan area. And now they understand that no one's in Painan. No one's parachute was opened around Painan. So now they'll be dropping down.
Well, definitely. But I think I'm a little bit skeptical about those split drops. But look at this. If the players are regrouping together in the middle of the air, and they're going to be going towards Painan as a unit right now, ladies and gentlemen. But look at this. Ocean, look at the cluster of teams hovering around the Paradise Resort area. There's DENO, there's Max Legends, there's Seal, there is OPEX. So basically most of the teams that we do expect having a good finish. Markpen on the other side, they've gone towards the Camp Bravo, so quite an easy start for them in the early stages. But look at this, so I just noticed it. OPEX Unknown is quite far away from the rest of the team.
Yeah, probably. So that's just one of the things. But right now, as you can see, Team Seal, the team that was in, top 3, and OPEX, the team that was on the top, they are really close to each other. So this early skirmish might not be good for either of the teams, probably somehow.
Well, definitely it's not going to be good for them. Team Seal need this fight a little bit more than OPEX does, because OPEX, they are in a wonderful position as far as the overall standings are concerned. Team Seal, they'll be trying to improve their overall standing. So we're going to see how things are going to go with this situation. Marco on our screens right now has a Vector, has a M4. So both pretty good weapons that he can utilize in a close combat situation. As I said, Unknown landed really, really far away from his team. So he's going to have to make this journey. And if he fails to do that before the fights break out, it is going to be a 4v3 situation in the favor of Team Seal.
Well, that was a really, really good grenade. Had Wally been outside, it would have hit him. The damage would have been done. But now, talking about the areas, you can see the players of OPEX, they are, still together, but not exactly as together. And Marco does not even have a helmet, so one shot to the head might as well just take him down. So, has to look forward for that one as well. In the situation, but Unknown, I mean, he's being spotted down as well. I mean, he's just moving up. He needs to regroup with the teammates as soon as he can, because, if the team will need him, they will need him badly, given the fact Seal has all the 4 players against OPEX right now in Paradise.
Well, definitely. And this Paradise is going to turn into hell for a team. But Seal, they have been wise enough to back off, to disengage. They got the loot, and now they're out of this resort. They're done with their vacation. They want to move to other location and see what this map has to offer them. In terms of kill, in terms of points, in terms of placements, we're going to see how things are going to go for Team Seal.
Well, that just happened. As of now, as you could see, the players... I mean, I don't know, but well... Max Legends, they started up good and they took down one player from Team DENO. As Fantastic did go down. And now it's going to be time to spot the other players. And I think Ghosty might be the next one to get spotted in the situation. Jay has the first kill of the team right now. And obviously for themselves, they would like to increase the number slowly and steadily. We'll have to see how that one happens. That happens as of now. So Max Legends, they are just moving on to the back end side. Dila and Samita as well. So the good thing about this team right now is they have a good compound and they can hold Team DENO against their will. But the bad thing is, if they, just keep on wasting a lot of time, the fights might as well just, exert them out.
Well, definitely, but is the exertion going to be enough to actually finish get the entire squad finished off? But I guess the team just being on the edge of the circle allows Max Legend a little bit more freedom, because they don't have to worry about how they're going to make it. It's still the first circle. The blue zone is coming in slowly and steadily. All they have to do is just move a few steps inside and they're going to be safe. DENO, Lee, I mean, he could be in some trouble. Legends, they are trying to... it looks like they're going for a hunt right now.
Yeah. I mean, that is true. That is true. But now, as we just see through everything, we still have to think about how the players are going to be just focusing on the movements. As right now it kind of looks good, but slowly and steadily it might as well just change up onto a few things. You can see Max Legends players, Jay, just trying to spot someone if they can, and once they just spot someone, they would like to take up those fights in their hands, and it's going to be decent, just a bit decent for themselves. So that's one good thing. But as of now, they did just spot one previously, and after that, nothing yet. So that's the thing that I was saying. They should not exert themselves against these fights.
Yeah, definitely. Don't push yourself a little too hard. Just focus on the objectives of the game. But talking about the objectives, we do have the coming in, ladies and gentlemen, and with the 4x. I mean, that's quite a good loadout to have on Sanhok.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to use AWM 4 times, you get this. Plus, if you have an M4 or something, you want to spray for the 4 times as well, you can use that for that one as well. It just comes on. Plus, obviously, the cherry on top, it's always level 3 stuff.
Yeah, I mean, but like the coming in with the scope itself is a pretty big deal, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
because usually you get what, like extended mags or something for the ARs.
Yeah, and sometimes there are those rare drops where we sometimes get to see AWM 8x in one drop. Sometimes.
Yeah.
But,
those are awesome. Those are... I think they only happen in, like... In-game, they happen quite rarely, but mostly in, like, my dreams. Yeah, I dream of getting an ARM with an 8x. That is like the perfect weapon to dominate a game, along with an.
I don't want to ask what your nightmares are.
I think you pointed it out, and I had the pleasure of experiencing it after during the time we were casting PMCO Wildcards last year. A man with a ghillie suit and a VSS. That is definitely stuff nightmares are made of.
Okay, that's something. But now, talking about Urbe once again. So they got hold of Painan early, right? You know, once they were coming down, they got a hold of this area. And that sounds like a really good deal for themselves. But now, if we just have to, make them look forward onto the other areas, the thing is they can stay there. And they can just wait around for the other teams to just move forward. A circle will be just, onto the other sides of Painan for sure. So the players can stay onto these areas. But the thing is, as you can see, Urbev, Extra, and No Chance. I mean, this is going to be an important game for No Chance specifically because we were talking about the fact that how are these teams going to, just... how is No Chance, going to just get in the top 16? That's the most important thing that this team has to look forward to right now.
Well, definitely. They have a lot to look forward to, in fact. But Urbev coming up against No Chance and then EA also being present over there. I think Painan is just going to be, well, a city colored in red in a matter of minutes if the teams decide to fight. But ISSL, they have a wonderful position. Ruins is under their control right now, and there's absolutely no team heading in their direction. So they can be safe in the early stages of the match. But as the game transitions to the later stages, how are fights going to break out? I think that is one of the questions. Because if the fights start to move towards the query side of things, the query bootcamp area, there are a lot more teams over there, and there's going to be a lot of third parties. But if the flow of the game changes and we are moving towards the Ruins Island, then again, it's the crossing points from the main island to the Ruins Island that are going to be contested really hard.
Yeah, I mean, that is true. But now, let's see how the things just turn out. Surprisingly, the Sanhok is turning out just a bit slow as we are down to 8.5 minutes. We haven't seen much of the fights happening as we can just talk about it right now. So not a lot of fights just happening as of now, but it might as well just start after what, a few moments, I don't know, like not exactly a few moments, but after a few circles to just pass by. There's the second zone as we're talking about, and it might just happen later. But look at the Seal Ankle goes down. Team Seal, Max Legends is against them, and Max Legends has been a really dominating team right off the bat. So we'll have to see, how that just comes on, and I want to see how Ankle gets saved if he does, though. I mean, Baron is using good grenades onto other directions, and he's also using a smoke against Ankle. That sounds good. Jay and Aladdin have to move forward, and they have a really good off angle. Meanwhile, Samantha and Dilla onto the other side. So that kind of somehow, sums up really good for the players of Max Legends. They have good areas for themselves. I just want to see how do the fights happen as Aladdin goes down by Wally. Another off angle coming down. That's brilliant.
Well, it is definitely brilliant, but moving forward, it is going to be the fight that Team Seal need to control. Because, well, they have been pinned down. Jay is in a wonderful position to pick off the players who are going for the revive. He's going to toss the smoke. Had he gone for a nade right there, he could have finished both of them off in an instant. All right, Dilla is there as a backup, but Jay definitely had the opportunity to pick off the players of Team Seal.
Yeah, that's true. But as we can just see, Max Zilla, he is on to the other side, and Seal Zaki has to spot someone as well as of now. But somehow, as we can just, talk about it, Seal Baron has to go onto the back-end side, and there's going to be a 4v4 fight once again. Seal Ankle, he did get a revive, but he needs to put up the first aid at a really good amount right now, because that's important. You need to heal yourself. It sounds like he's using bandages. I mean, nothing taken away from that thing, but, bandages somehow take a bit more time. And if you want to, just be a helping hand, you might as well use first aid or something. He did have 2 first aids, but, well, bandages did the job for him, and his vest is totally damaged.
Well, definitely the West being damaged could actually put the other players, the opposing players, in a bit of an advantageous situation, because the damage sustained is not going to come in from the players. But look at this. So another team joining in the fray. It is going to be DENO coming in from the other side. Team Seal definitely absorbing a lot of pressure, but good for them that Max Legends have decided to back off from the entire situation. So again, instead of being sandwiched between two teams, Team Seal, they're just going to have to take care of DENO and then move forward.
Yeah, I mean, that is true. That is true how it's going to happen. But now we still have to see, and we still have to look forward to how the things just, go down with everything as players are just trying to spot each other, if that happens into its best of the best ways somehow. But now, as we can see, the players are still moving up forward against the circle and the zone, slowly and steadily shifting onto ruins.
Yeah.
I mean, no one would have expected that. ISSL, they are still out there. You still remember there was a match in which a team around Ruins just got the best of the best chicken. You still remember that was, I guess, Smokers though. But yeah, the team has been DQ'd. But the areas around Ruins are so good that, you can just get a hold of those compounds and compartments and you can get the best of the game.
Well, definitely, and you need the best of the game in your favor. But look at this Baron. He's moving in a wonderful position. He's going to spot the players of DENO. But talk about spotting. No chance. Cocktail actually spots out Rich from the team of EA and takes him down as well. But he's hiding under the bridge right now, so he has to wait for his teammates to get into a better position from where they can potentially go in and charge in on the players of EA.
Yeah, but still, if we just talk about all these, you can see the fight still happening as of now. So we still have to see how the things just change when the players are going to be looking up forward. No chances Cocktail, he's just out here and he has to spot down a few players. Samita takes down 1 kill for the team out in that one. Anka, why does he not have a helmet yet? I mean, so many players. Either they don't find it or they just get it down, but they need to have a backup helmet for sure, somehow. But OPMF does get eliminated some.
Yeah, squad wipe coming in within the first 12 minutes of this match, and that is exactly what Sanhok is all about. It's a fast-paced, it's an aggressive game, and we all knew this was going to come in. But I agree with you. I mean, even in the last game, we noticed up until the 14-minute mark, a few of the players
you got to have your utilities at the right moment, because those are important.
That has to be a priority. Otherwise, you might as well just take a headshot, have no sustain on it, and you're going to be taken down quite easily.
Yeah, that's true. Meanwhile, Erbe was taking a fight against XB Range. As you can see, Junior Whitey was on the casualty side. So Erbe is looking good because, we were talking about the fact that they need to get more numbers on their board if they want to be and stay in top 16. Meanwhile, Samita takes on Dino Ghosty. Again, Team DENO in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble against the opponents. And this is where Lee is surviving. But it sounds like Samita does know the location, though. And Matrix Gaming Whitey does get down as of now. DENO Lee. If he gets spotted down, the team goes down as well. Because you can see, I mean, the players know where he is. All they are trying to do is create a good off angle and they're spotting him down. One good shot did connect. 17 damage was done. But hey, Lee survives.
Well, he does manage to survive, goes behind the ridge, but his position is compromised. Plus, it is just Dilla from this team of Max Legends who is in this position. Other lads are getting into the flanks. Ghostly, there is absolutely no way a revive can come for him, because if they try and smoke it off, the utility is going to be thrown. Or if they smoke it off, they're going to lose their own vision, and the players of Max Legends can cross back over, finish them off, and then come back to the Ruins Island.
Yeah, that's true. So that's one thing that is happening, but we still have to, just look forward and see to where the fights just go down. So that's one of the things. But somehow, as you can see, the zone has to move up forward right now, and this is where the circle is going to play a really good game. Maxlin is there at a good area. DENO Lee, he's outside the circle as of now. Yes, he is. So he has to get inside the circle, and he has to move quickly. Solo player moving quickly is a big trouble. It just calls for a big trouble. But we were talking about Ruins' area, ISSL, holding those compounds to the perfection. That's really good.
Well, definitely. It is going to be good for them. But now they need to make sure that they absorb all the pressure that's going to befall them. Because look at this. Squadrons are going to move there. Urbav is going to move there. Then Matrix Gaming YT and the other lads from his squad are going to move in their direction. XB Rangers are going to move forward towards the Ruins area. Oh, fight breaks out. It is the players of No Chance trying to take some shots and get out of a sticky situation. They're trying to move inside the circle right now.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But now, let's see how the fights, just constitute as Munsif takes down Extras Rich down there. So about the team EA, they just have to move forward. At this moment, the circle's hitting down onto the fourth circle as well, and the timer goes poof. You gotta, move forward. This is where the fourth and the fifth circle are going to constitute themselves, and the damage is going to be a huge, huge chunk. Zoom is onto the other side. Opix, they are constituting this area. Rich, no. The survival cannot happen. DENO Lee, meanwhile, oh, how is he surviving? That's the question, but Dilla wants this kill. They have 6 kills already. 7th is swimming. You gotta hook the fish. You gotta hook the fish. That's important. And they are trying to spot the fish. They're trying to spot the fish. I think they do. They do spot the fish. But no. Dilla still not taken down. And there it is. One more shot. One final shot can take the player down. What's it gonna be? Will he go by the zone, or will he go by the waters, or will he go by the players? Well, he went down by Waterlands. Did not give the kill.
Well, definitely, and the kill not being given is definitely going to be a disadvantageous situation. It's going to be detrimental to the team's performance in this matchup. Squadron Punisher with a nade is going to secure a kill. Markpin in some trouble. Illusio is prone down on the ground. Squadron's definitely putting themselves in an advantageous situation, and all coming from the same situation that Markpin were in the last game around. They weren't inside the circle then, they aren't inside the circle now.
Markman brought out Valeska this time, the new entry for the team. But the thing is, I want to see what these two lads can do. I mean, talking about the fact that Momo and Illusion are surviving, Palzang and Valeska did go down, but hey, they have been spotted on, and Markman gets eliminated. Markman gets eliminated in this game. Squadron's Pixie goes down as well. Punisher is out here, and you can see the players. I mean, they have one bike, but can they move forward with this one? It's going to be a really tricky thing. Max is moving up forward against Lucy Whitey. He is going to be putting up a good smoke right on him so that he doesn't get spotted. But the thing is, he needs to spot down the other teams and other players that are moving from outside the circle. I mean, those kill points are important. The team has one, and that is his. But he gets spotted from the left-hand side, but he is getting shot down as Max goes down. That was a bad situation, just dropping down onto that area. But right now, Squadron's Lucy Whitey, he is still just, moving up and against Punisher. All right, he gets spotted down as well, Lucy Whitey. The bad thing is, Urbev is right next to him, but he cannot do anything out here. Talk about it. Just think about it. He cannot take a fight onto that side. If he moves up, he gets spotted from 3 different directions. Hell, well, he moves up. He takes one down, goes down. That was brilliant. That was brilliant by this lad.
Well, it was indeed brilliant, but now he has taken a lot of damage from the grenades coming in his direction. Luciv Whitey barely dropping down to 15 HP. Needs to heal up. The boosters are running, but the first aid needs to be popped as well.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. First aid needs to be popped as well. But right now, if you talk about Ninja, he has to move forward again. Those are 3 men. But the thing is, they lost Max, and that is going to be a maximum trouble for the players. The circle moves outside of the ruins, and now the players have to look onto those areas as well. Well, Munsa takes down Urbev's Adam. Adam goes down, but now Lucibari has been taken down as well. The zone was not their friend, and it betrays them at last.
Well, it wasn't their friend, it was their enemy, and so was Team 19 as they finished them off. Squadrons being eliminated from this game, ladies and gentlemen, down to 9 teams. But as this team tries to move forward, they have been spotted. Look at Seal Ankle. He's quite exposed, absolutely no cover, trying to spot out the players of ISSL. This is risky business.
Yeah, that's true. We are down to 9 teams, 28 players alive into this situation. Erangel has to move up forward again. ISSL, we're talking about how good they are at this area. But that's not important. You gotta get those kills, and Lucifer goes down. XP Rangers is looking really good. You can see Mamata would have seen those players just coming out in the open, and it sounds like he does. He does see them, but it was a bit too late. Now Team Seal right next to them. One goes down, the other one, no. Barrett goes down as well. Jimmy has to take all the fights. He has to constitute the fight. He's getting shot from left, right, and center. Ankle, he's out there. Ankle goes down as well. Jimmy, one grenade to rule them all. Is that what it is? The grenade is in the hands, and he just gotta use that. Oh, he did, but it was just a bit too late. The kill was being stolen, and now all he has to do is get those kill points. He's moving up forward against the circle, against the will of the fights, and one more player goes down. It's a 1v1. What's gonna happen? He can take that final player. He does. Gets 3 kills already.
Well, ISSL, Jimmy definitely putting up a show for everyone, ladies and gentlemen. Goes for a clutch, gets those kills, survives with a lot of HP, heals up now. He has to fall back with his team, but Max Led and Samitha in a lot of trouble. Has been spotted out from the rear. Team Infinity were the ones who were dishing out the damage. Resha has been knocked down, so Max Legends find themselves a bit of breathing space. But look at this. So Max Legends has all 4 players, and they have 8 kills. This could very well be their game. They're close to the circle. If they make their way inside the circle, they might as well just already claim the chicken dinner.
Whoa, no chance of reviving Cocktail for sure. As you can see, Max Legends. This is the first day Max Legends, I can tell you that. The way the team is playing those chicken dinner movements, the rushes around the zone, the rushes with the circle, and the rushes against the players. Well, Samita moving on to the back-hand side just to clear out if there's someone on the backside, and I think Samita knows that there is one player at least. Jimmy, meanwhile, is on the rampage, has 5 kills, and Ruslan, I mean, that's going to be bad, as Aladdin is ready for that kill. He knows the player has to move forward. He knows that tree constitutes someone. He knows that there will be someone, but the knock goes down to the play zone, and now they are ready to get the kill point. If they get a kill point, obviously it's going to be a good thing, but no chance. Anka is still surviving. What's going to happen? All right, they want that kill. They're using the grenades against the will of Ruslan. If the grenade actually connects, it gets them one, but no, Play Zone was the one having the final laughter, and now Anka is still waiting. He's still waiting to see someone.
Well, definitely, they are waiting, and they're going to wait quite patiently, in fact. But as we come down to 4 teams, 7 players remaining, we do have the forecast for the winner chicken dinner in front of us, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, Max Legends leading the charge heavily. The numbers favor them. 55.58% is the probability of them getting the chicken dinner. No chance. 4K, Mad, and ISL Noob Alliance. They just don't have enough players. It's a 1 versus 1 versus 1 versus 4.
These 4 players, they can get all those 1-1-1 kills for themselves and make it a 13-kill chicken in the game. Look at Samita, a good grenade in the hands. And Samita knows that there are smokes. That means someone might be on that location. But, well, nothing connecting Jimmy as of now. All they have to do is wait for Matrix. But, well, Anka goes down by Matrix as he gets his 5th kill, and it will be on a rampage. I want to see who gets the final laugh out of both these singular players. Well, Matrix has been spotted down. Jimmy takes 1 kill, has 7. He has 7 kills somehow. But this is a 1v4, and the team knows where the final player is. Jimmy, what's it gonna be? Will he give his skill, or what is gonna be happening right now as he tries and take down the last player? But no, Max Legends getting that chicken dinner. I mean, is there a stopping to this team?
I don't think so. I think after the reset is only when they're gonna stop, and they claim the throne back. They're back on the first position.
Nothing. No team is as close to this team in the number of chicken dinners as they have been in the domination department. You talk about the team right from the first day. Those back-to-back chicken dinners, everything, already a favorite team.
Yeah, a heavy favorite for the finals, ladies and gentlemen. But how are the finals going to go? Because we talked about this before as well. How the group stages and finals, they come with totally different momentum. But talking about momentum, let's have a look at the MVP, and definitely I agree with this totally. ISSL Jimmy, the man was an absolute monster in this match.
The guy had 1 kill previously. He took down 3 players, got 4 kills, took another one, got 5 kills in the final. 61 healing, and that was because of the circle.
Yeah, that was damage taken due to the zone, and also, I mean, a little bit of it was him charging into that 1v2. Yeah,
the seal against the seal, but he got 3 kills from there. That was brilliant. He knocked down 1, he knocked another 1, and then that was brilliant the way he took those fights.
Exactly. But moving forward, we have the top players in front of us. So Max Legend Samitha is going to be there along with Matrix Gaming Whitey, who had 5 kills. Then we have Urbif Funky, who was taken out quite early on in the game, but still managed to get 4 kills for his team.
I mean, it depends. You got good kills and the damage stats as well. Those kind of matter. So that's one thing that he did. And talking about Samitha, that was a good performance as well. Taking down the players by grenades, and obviously the back end, looking onto the backside of the circle just to see if there's someone just arriving or not. So at the end, Max Legends, they got the top position.
Let's see how many points they got, because we're going to have a look at the rankings right now, and we're going to see how many points they got for themselves. All right, it's 26. 11 kills coming in, but ISL's Noob Alliance not too far away, so they were on 20 points. They had an amazing game for themselves.
I mean, out of these 8, if Jimmy gets 7 kills, obviously that just reflects out there. Pokemon, they have 6 kills for themselves. No Chance had 5. But then moving on forward, OPMF, DENO, Extra Esports, Markman. So this was a bad game for Markman, but they can come back stronger.
Yeah, definitely will be coming back stronger in the next match. But as we were talking about, I mean, with the match rankings out of the way, we're going to have a look at the amazing players. And I think we will see how Markman got eliminated, because as I was pointing it out,
moments,
we'll see it in the open moments. Because as I said, Markman, the reason they got eliminated is they were, once again, they were outside the circle and they were spotted out.
Yeah, now if we talk about the open moments, look at this. The first fight was started by Max Legends against Team Seal. Well, Team Seal did survive a lot, because obviously, they did understood that it was not their fight to take. So they started to move on from that area. And Max Legends, well, they were looking really good. This is where Markman got eliminated. You can see the players were taking down from OPX from the other side. And this is something. Last game also, OPX was the one that took them down, but that was for the chicken dinner. This time it was early in the game. So that's something that they have to just look forward to, how the fights are happening. And now, Circle, if Circle's not your friend, you pay the price.
Well, definitely, you do pay the price, and it's going to be a heavy price in terms of the points that will be taken away from you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the part that we were talking about. Jimmy absolutely runs into the team, destroys Team Seal, and then tries to get the chicken dinner for his team, but he fails to do that. I mean, they were heavily outnumbered. He did get a lot of kills. I mean, 7 out of the 8 kills were on him. 1v4 situation. No way for the man to clutch it out, especially since he was all exposed. But now let's have a look at the overall ranking, ladies and gentlemen, and see how things are going over there.
145, 122, and they still have 2 games to go.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take that if anything. When we're talking about Markman, 118. If they get those 2 games good, they might as well contest Max Legends again, but they need to get each and every game in their good hands.
I think even if they don't get the games in their favor,
qualification
next match they are gonna move to the top 2 position. So I mean, we don't care about the top 8, to be honest, because these teams are basically moving on to the finals already.
Yeah.
What we care about is the 9 to 16, because this is where things get a lot more interesting.
Well,
so ISSL Noob Alliance and Urbiv, they've managed to make their way inside the top 16 right now, 71 and 64 points to these 2 teams. Then we have B2R and E2S sitting on 79, 77 points. So
yeah,
they are in some trouble.
Yeah, we got to know about these teams for what happens against these teams.
Okay, so 64 on the 16th. Let's have a look and see what the team on the 17th position is doing.
Yeah, talking about 17, 62. And they also have their game to play. So till Infinity Club, all teams kind of have a chance.
Yeah, they have an opportunity to make it. 2 matches to go. If they can perform really well, they can make it. Even I think Extra Esports, 1 chicken dinner. In fact, if they have 2 top 2 finishes with 10 kills in each game, that's it.
Yeah, Extra and Squadrons, both of them, they had similar points for themselves. But if we just move forward for the final page, that's where we'll see a few teams that have faltered down. So if we just talk about those teams, it's going to be 25 and 26. That's 4K Mad and NA Team Destiny. Well, NA Team Destiny, the journey did end yesterday. 4K Mad, well, they still have a chance. Depends how they play their other matches.
Well, definitely, and the matches are still remaining. As we said, ladies and gentlemen, we still have 2 more matches to go, but we're going to take a very short break, so you guys stay tuned and keep watching. We'll be right back.
Let's get it.
Hello everyone, and once again welcome back to the PUBG Mobile Club Open 2021 Spring Split South Asia Wildcard Region. My name is Warren Super Johnny John, joined on the desk by Ocean Sharma. And ladies and gentlemen, it is time for match number 3 of the last day of group stages, day number 6.
As of now, yes. So this is what it is. So as we just talk about, the flight paths riding from the black side of Latriola to Minas Journalist Junkyard and the northern side of Impala, we could see Lost Lunas skirmishes. We might as well see Picaro, Hacienda, San Martin, those areas. But I still want this. This is the last Miramar that we are seeing.
Yeah.
Circle somewhere around different location, right? The islands, or maybe
the southwestern part, Valle del Mar, Chumacera. I would like that circle.
Yeah, Val del Mar, Chumacera, that's good. But even better is Minas del Sur. Like even southern. I mean, imagine
Minas del Sur, Los Higos. That would be amazing. But we know
something like the two islands.
Yeah, that's only happened once, right?
That's happened once.
Yeah,
and that too was
in the history of competitive game. That's happened once.
That was in
CIS region.
CIS region that happened once, and well, I still
it was
remember,
last year.
I still remember PMCO Pakistan when in Erangel it was from the other side of Lipoka, the water circle that happened. That was brilliant.
Yeah, that was also amazing, and it was right after Erangel was changed. It was the first game we were casting of Erangel 2.0 coming out.
Yeah, and that was the first Erangel 2.0. Well, look at the circle. It's still there's a hope. There's hope. There's hope.
Hey, there's hope. I mean, every circle from now on needs to move south.
That's where the hope might be a bit shy, but Chumacera might be in the
zone. Chumacera definitely is
This is Chumacera circle for sure.
So DENO is going to have an advantage.
Yeah, if it goes south, even better.
I mean, it is going to be better for us, but for the players, this is not going to be a good one.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, talking about squadrons, talking about OPEX, talking about Mark Penn. I mean, they have to make it inside circle ISSLEA, and then Max Legends, Infinity, those teams as well. If we talk about Matrix and the teammates, that's one thing. Team Seal, however, like the Lost Learners area, that sounds like a good area, but the thing is, they are not alone. There are some uninvited guests.
Well, there are a lot of uninvited guests. Urbivs, specifically being in Los Leones. Max Legends can make the rotation over there, but they have to get away from Infinity first, because Max Legends went for a 2-2 split drop. One half of the split has been caught off guard by Infinity. So if a collision happens there, if a fight breaks out, Infinity will have an advantage. But we know how deadly the players of Max Legends can be, so Infinity need to watch out. The other two players can actually regroup with them, and then it's going to be a 4v4 against Infinity.
Infinity. Yeah, that's true. That's right. But, well, now if we just talk about just like you talked about Infinity, now let's talk about the other areas, right? The teams that are in the open and in a really good area, all by themselves. Talking about Picaro, yeah, this is what I want to talk about. So OPMF, all the players, they have the full city for them to loot and to stay for a while. I mean, the movement is going to be happening just a bit like in the second circle or something like that. So they have an area to think, to rebuild their strategies, to, find the perfect loot for the players if they just want it, and to, again, think about what can be done right and what can be done wrong. Like those things are kind of needed if we just think about it. If you just want to, just move with everything. So we still have to see how that happens in this one, but as of now, I mean, the players applying bandages and whatnot. I mean, this is just the basic stuff. But talking about the areas like Hacienda and San Martin, 700, 800 meters away from the circle, EA Hope, either he's trying to spot someone or something, but staying out in the open might not be a good thing. It is right now because there's no one around, but a few moments later, there might be some vehicles.
Yeah, there might be some vehicles, and they need to make sure that they're watching out for those. If vehicles are really important in this Miramar map, and we have established that, we all know that rotations become easier. You can build yourself a lot of cover out in the open, but so this is one thing that we were expecting. I mean, I expected teams on the lower half of the standings, especially teams on the last page of the standings, to go absolutely YOLO in this game. But that is not going to happen since we are down to 14 teams. So a map that was just plainly massive from in default has just gotten a lot bigger for these teams, and I don't think we're going to see fights breaking out up until the 5th to the 6th circle, because, well, teams have a lot of area to survive on. They have a lot of area to play around on. If you come across a team you do not wish to fight them out, you can disengage and go somewhere else.
Probably, yes. I mean, teams can just go for that one, and that's one thing that happens in Miramar. Not every team wants that early first skirmish for themselves, but later on in the stages, they will have to take it. I mean, they are forced for it. You cannot, shy away from the fights at those moments. That's one thing for sure. But now, if we just, talk about the things after this, I mean, this Miramar, obviously, it's going to be a lot more different as compared to the last Erangel that there will be. Let's talk about the future, right?
Yeah.
Last Erangel, some teams will have nothing to lose. They'll like to go YOLO. Some teams, they would like to, indulge in more kills. Whilst there will be some teams that would like to play it a bit safe and all those things. So we'll still have to see what happens in those moments when we'll be seeing last Erangel. But before that, obviously, we have to go with the flow. This Miramar exists.
Well, definitely, and this Miramar does exist for them. But Squadrons, look at this. So El Azhar is the location that they've decided to go on. Theirs is going to be the longest rotation inside the circle. But, I mean, what is happening in Puerto Palacio? What is going on over there? Infinity, they have managed to make their way inside the city, but they're going to have to figure out that they need to get out as well, and they need to start moving through those cluttered up locations of Los Leones, or rotate from the southern edge of the map. Max Legends, Jay and Dilla on the bike right now. They're rotating along with their team right behind them. So this team has decided to go for that early rotation, which definitely, given the situation right now in this game, is going to be beneficial to them.
Talking about everything like this, right? As you said, somehow a few of the players, a few of the teams would love to, watch around, look around the areas as of now, because Miramar kind of gives you that that freedom that you can just look around 2-3 ridges to find out if you find someone or something like that. If you find some potential fight, might as well just go for the fight. If you find something different, might as well just go for that. So it gives you that freedom, the opportunity to see someone just speaking through the ridges and whatnot. But the rush, again, I always say this about Miramar, the rush is always a different thing. You won't be rushing out in the open until and unless final circles force you. So Miramar is heavily a circle-laid game, because in the early stages, no one would want those fights.
Well, no one wants the fights in the early stages, but in the later stages, there is no way for you to actually avoid those fights. So you have to be careful. But look at this. OPMF, they spot out the players of Urbiv. Dictator is just getting the information as to where the entire team is. And they have the vehicles. They can potentially go for a hunt. They can chase them down.
I mean, they can, but the thing that comes down is, you can see Dictator isn't just one vehicle. They are focusing on their own rotations, and that rotation is by far different as compared to their opponents that were right ahead of them. Because the thing is, they want to go in their own comfort zone. They want to stay in their own comfort zone. Given the fact that the circle is also arriving, they would love to have their own area with full ease as compared to the other team. So that's one thing that this team wants to go for, and this team is going for in a really good fashion. And I would love it. I would love it the way this team is playing as of now. In the rotational department, they are looking really good. But well, the gunfights, that's obviously a secondary thing that might as well just arrive a few circles later, something like that.
Well, definitely, and few circles later, everything can change. Everything can fall apart. It's definitely going to fall apart. This house of cards that's been built right now for all these teams, it's going to come crashing down. But look at this, airdrop number 1 coming in with a Groza. Wow. Would have loved an Orm at this point. Would have really loved an Orm in this match.
That's the beauty of this game, right? Sanhok gives you an AWM and a 4x.
Yeah. and Miramar gives you a Groza.
Groza in the first drop, so...
Makes sense.
Upside down or something,
Yeah.
where we are. But in the later drops, we might see...
It's like real life. You never get what you want.
Oh. Whoa! Kill him. He did spot one. He tried to take the shot. Was just a bit late, and the damage was done on him.
Yeah, the damage was traded out. But look at this. So Squadrons are still inside the blue zone, and they're really far away. They're all the way towards water treatment, and the circle has moved towards Ladriela. So it is going to be a long way for the Squadrons to come into the action. But talking about action, I mean, ISSL and EA quite close to each other, so fight might break out there. No chance it's going to rotate from the same direction. OPMF, Urbiv, Max Legends, Mark Pen, all of them on the eastern edge of the circle right now. And then we have Infinity. Infinity, they are going to come against Destro the Gamer, so that's going to be Team Mad. And it is going to be quite interesting to see if the fight actually happens, because both of them will be busy moving inside the circle, and the distance that they have to travel is quite a lot. So are they going to fight, or are they going to just keep on moving?
First of all, XB Rangers, like, they have to hold this area, right? As you can see, Team Seal is just moving up against those players. Urbiv, obviously, just like you said, OPMF, those players. And then, just like you said about Squadron, first they have to fight the blue circle, then they have to get inside the circle, and then they have to, you know, put up probably first stage of bandages to, you know, get heal them against the circle, and then they have to take those fights. That's something. Meanwhile, Team DENO has put down Wally, and Wally is in a lot of trouble. As you can see, Wally is slowly and steadily being taken down, and there it is. Ghosty does do the damage, and the finish will be just arriving. Wally knows he cannot survive. He's just playing by the flow, and he knows that it is not for him to just get around. And did I hear it correctly? 2 players of Team DENO are using Car 98 for themselves, like 2 bolt action players.
Well, 2 bolt actions are, well, they can be better than 1. I mean, but they have to be really precise, the players of DENO. Alright, so Fantastic is going to be the first one. He knows where Ankle is, waiting for Ankle to peek the ridge, but misses the opportunity and misses the shot. Ankle just completely backs off. We just see the man disappear into the distance. He was so far away.
Yeah, he was like, well, he knew that he cannot save his teammates, so that's also one thing. And now they saw one man just moving up forward. All they have to do is just take up a fight against that as well. See, Ankle, this is where he is. But where did he reach? There's another team that's XP Rangers right onto the other next. And Ankle's using an SLR, well, a really deadly and really powerful gun. Might as well just get the best usage out of this one. We still have to see how that one just, you know, comes down to it. Seal Zaki onto the back end side as the players are just, you know, trying to move up forward with them. But the thing is, as of now, the players are still, you know, are trying to get a hold of a good compound with everything. And well, they did revive one team, and that's brilliant if that just happened right now. See, Wally, was it? Yeah, it was. And now OPMF is onto the back end side as well. So XB Rangers or OPMF? Team Seal needs to understand which one is going to be that's going to, you know, potentially have a fight started. And with the looks of it sounds like OPMF, because that are really close to them.
Yeah, OPMF, they have the high ground as well in the situation, so they can easily spot out the opponents, pick them off. But look at this, Markpen taking the fight against Max Legends. Oh, Baron, M24 in hand, spots out Dictator, but holds the finger off the trigger a little bit too long and fails to land the shot on his opponent. So, shoots the second time, catches him off guard though. Not as much damage as the first shot would have landed. He had the opportunity to take the perfect headshot right there.
The opportunity was good, but now everything just, you know, just went a bit ups and downs. So it's like the perfect timing, right? everything's crucial even in, just like you said, in real life when the airdrop does not give us good guns. You talked about real life, so that's about the perfect timing as well. So you're going to need to understand where and how can it be useful. Meanwhile, in the circle, No Chance is moving to the central lines of the next zone where the next circle is. ISSL is going to be following them out as well. That's one thing, but looking forward to everything, you can see Team Seal. Now Team Seal is kind of stuck. OPMF on one side, DENO onto the other. Infinity is coming onto the back end side as well. But look at this angle. Whoa! Well, he did use up a good spray, but it only did damage to the vehicle, not to the player. Now he has to move just a bit back because there are two squads right next to him. You can see it in the minimap, but Infinity is just moving up forward. All right, but Team DENO, like, do they want to fight against this one individual? That's the question. Well, it sounds like they are setting up a plan for themselves. Let's see how much does it work. And Erangel's route takes down No Chance Cocktail.
Well, definitely, and we're going to see if this can turn things in their favor. But Seal, they have a wonderful position for themselves on the edge of the map. They have a wonderful position if they want to be the gatekeepers, if they want to be the guards on duty right now and stop DENO from coming inside the circle. But look at this, No Chance against the players of XB Rangers. Ocean, as you said, XB Rangers, all they need to do is hold this position. They need to hold their high ground, and this game could be theirs. XB Rangers, they will try to do that, but they have sort of been sandwiched. No Chance from one side and OPMF, we can see them on the map. So OPMF can cause some trouble in this situation, but XB Rangers, they managed to get a knock on one of the players from Team No Chance.
But the revive will be coming up, and yes, there is the revive. Cocktail was down, but Anka did revive him, and now Kenzo's onto the back-end side as well, trying to take up all the fights, but well, Urbiv Swanky has been put on by the players of Extra. So Urbiv, given the fact that they are split in 2-2 as of now, so they have to see if they can take fight against Extra, yes or no. Plus, Expert and No Chance, like these teams from all the other directions, it's going to be a really tricky and a tough affair for the players out in this one. Kenzo, Cocktail, Anka onto one side, Ruslan as well, and Extra Spinky Boy is moving up onto the other direction. So many teams just trying to find out the good area for themselves, but the thing is, it's just a matter of chance which team gets the best out of it. Third circle, still all the teams intact.
Well, definitely all the teams intact, all the players that originally joined the lobby still alive, and we have 15 minutes into this match, so all 14 teams, all 56 players still remain, but that might just change as we did see one more knock coming in. And is the revive going to happen? That is going to be a big question, but as we said, I mean, it is going to be quite an interesting situation that moving forward with this match, things can get a little tricky. Like it is going to be so impressive if all the players actually manage to get, like, all the teams manage to get all the players to those final fight situations. I mean, specifically the 6th circle onward. But 2 players have been taken down in an instant, and it is ISSL again starting things off. They have gotten the first 2 kills of the match.
Yeah, so at least if we just talk about this, somehow things are looking just a bit onto the different side for the players, as we can see how it is onto the movements. But well, Mamada has to move on to the other direction. Opex's players, Unknown and Toxin, they are moving forward against EA. Hope spot down the players and take him down. Looks like Unknown might be the first one to go down, but as he's on the sliver of HP, needs to put up a first aid, and Hope knows that he has done the damage, so he has to move forward as well. Nexus has been taken down. Well, look at this, Hope goes down, Nexus low on HP. On from the back end side as Marco comes to save the day against the teammates, and Nexus it go down by Unknown, and the finish did just arrive. Now it's down to how Rich is going to take this fight. Now is the troublesome situation for Rich. He goes out. All right, he knew there was a grenade out there. Well, Unknown takes one down, and Unknown is going to go for the finish as well. He needs to go for it desperately. He does go for the finish. Has to go for the reload or not, probably, but no. Extra Esports becomes the first one to get eliminated as Toxin does the job.
Well, he can get the job done, but Toxin, the HP is low, and look at his teammates. He is really far away. So the only way the things take a turn south already. He smokes off, he heals up. Now they have an easy exit out of the situation. But as I was saying, the only way things take a turn south right now in this situation is if they decide to over-aggress now, because now they are stuck in a bad position. They are on the edge of the circle, and it can be a troublesome scenario for them.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But as of now, as you can see, with the players just coming down to all the things, and with everything troubling down, Markman's players are just again moving forward against the circle, against the will of the zone, and Markman Momo goes down by Max Legends Dilla. So Max Legends again getting into the equation, getting into the fights and getting into everything, and now it's the fourth circle as it's moving up forward. The revival will come down, but the movement again is going to be a tricky affair. Pasta moving right next to the other players of Max Legends. I mean, I don't know if Max Legends is going to have the best of this fight, or maybe Markman, because both the teams are brilliant, but both the teams are kind of stuck. But as of now, Max Legends do have an upper advantage over Markman, because Markman is focusing on rotations while Max Legends on the firing side.
Well, definitely they are being a little bit too aggressive. Max Legends, this is their style though. Their style is the ones of being the aggressors and not being aggressed upon. But they need to be careful this time around, because they can be surrounded. They have one team in front of them, Team Seal, that is making a lot of noise, trying to pick off a few individual players right in front of them. And Markman, they are in a lot of trouble. Look at the map right now. Pasta, Illusio, and Valeska, quite far apart from each other. Markman might be in some trouble if the players fail to regroup.
Yeah, I mean, that trouble will be just arriving as of now. But we will still have to see, how that trouble happens, as Markman Valeska just is in a nick of an area. Meanwhile, the zone is just arriving from the back and side. Now, the circle is going to move forward. And where Matrix and the teammates are, that's a really good central area for the circle. And that's where the zone just goes down. Markman Pasa is kind of inside the circle. Meanwhile, Illusion has to make its way inside the circle with Leska as well. But Max, look at the way the players are moving up forward. They want to contest the central area, and that's why they are moving out here for. Now they know that there might be some team onto the upper area, because that sounds like a potential area to just, stay at. So right now, Max Legends, they have to see. They spot down the players of Team Seal, and Baron might be the first one to go down, but well, he's still surviving, whereas HP is low. One good shot onto him, and he might as well just go down. So he puts up a first aid, and now Garcia has to look onto the other direction. But look at this, Urbiv. All right, Opex, they lose one.
Well, they'd lose one player, but Toxin is still surviving. And we know the man, he can pull off a lot of miracles. So is Toxin going to put off another one in this situation? A 1v2 right in front of him. Urbiv, they're trying to squeeze in on him. Funky from one side, we have Adam from the other. And Toxin, he has his grenades.
Toxin does, and he did do a bit of damage, but look at the Molly just moving against the player. Will the next they do something? Alright, it's a bit off though, so it's not going to do any damage as of now, and now energy drink is being taken down so that he can get his boost onto the full. So after that, let's see how things are going to be just moving up against the situations, as Fantastic takes down Resha. Infinity is also in a lot of trouble now. If the players are moving up against the areas, but let's come in while takes down Max Legends Jay. Now the things are looking good into the hands of Markman, but no, Illusion goes down. So Max Legends again onto the fight, and Jay will be finished down. ISSL Noble Lines meanwhile gets eliminated. Now Dictator gets spotted down. Good shots are being sprayed down by Toxin, but still nobody home, as the cover was protecting the opponent.
Yeah, the cover was there to protect them, but Squadrons also take a bow from this matchup, and we're down to 11 teams, 36 players surviving. Toxin, can he survive any longer? He's taking a lot of damage, and I think he might just go down right now. We're going to see 10 teams in a matter of seconds, but no, Toxin has managed to stay alive. XB Rangers, Yaka YT is going to be taken out. And well, it's going to be a troublesome situation for XB Rangers. The sniper shots are being shot at the last surviving player. He's out in the open. Absolutely no cover apart from the smoke.
Well, talk about Squadrons. There was one thing, the team did go down by the play zone. Again, we talked about the fact that they were away from the circle, and that thing just, kind of just went down. Well, play zone takes on Toxin as well, and no PMF Opex do get eliminated. The guy had 3 kills, the team had 5.
Yeah.
But still, it's like, that's the end of the journey for this particular match. And
oh.
All right. We could have seen that shot, man.
Yeah. Alright, he switched over to the M4. I mean, it made sense, right? A lot of players huddled up together. If you shoot them with the sniper, they are going to go inside some cover. But he goes back to the K9 again.
He knows.
He's waiting for the opportunity. You got to go for a white peak, and then you're going to have your shot.
He knows someone's going to peek. He knows that's going to happen. But well, Dictator takes down No Chances Kenzo. That's for sure. Russia, Ernie, I mean, Epic is on low HP though, but that's not going to burden the players out there. And oh, he misses the shot. Now he's going to switch to Scar L, trying to take down the players. But well, Salty takes down Talat YT with that Molotov. That's brilliant. But now talking about 4K, how are they going to take this fight? Look at the King of the Hill situation. All the teams are going to contest the topmost area for themselves. But how can they do that? I mean, if you're in the open, you get spotted. This is one of the most trickiest circles that the players are playing.
Well, it is definitely quite tricky, and it is going to be even more trickier to stay alive. Look at this, 7 teams, 25 players. XB Rangers were the ones who took an exit in this matchup. Matrix Gaming White, he has a good high ground for him, but they are on the edge of the circle, and the teams are coming in from all directions. Max Legends is going to come in their direction. Then we have Team Seal who are going to close in as well, and there's a huge cluster of teams that that team has to deal with. 4K Mad, they are in a lot of trouble. I mean, if they can deal with all this pressure, they will get a lot of kills.
Yeah, that's true. But right now, as you can see, Infinity's Epic goes down right now by DENO Lee. And now Lee has to move up forward up against all the areas. But now he has to spot down one more player. All right, he tries good. But no, Lee goes down. Ernie, that was a brilliant usage of all the utilities and the guns that he did. Now he switches on to a different gun, but he's slowly and steadily going down. I mean, he needs to climb this area. But it's trouble. It's tricky. It's not good for him as the circle's coming down from the back end side as well. He knows that he has to go up forward. Somehow he has to make it inside the circle. The zone's not helping him. He needs to go for the revive as well. He has to do something. He will get his kill though. But Ernie, now movement is going to be tricky up once again. He spots another one. Well, not the Molotov this time. He can use the gun. And he does. Ghosty goes down. Ernie. He is actually salty again. Salty as he has to take this fight. I mean, he cannot revive his teammate though. But he can create a good angle onto the other direction as he has to go and move up forward. And there it is. Ernie's on low HP. The circle's doing a lot of damage. And there he is. He puts up an exit. But he does, hinder the game of Team DENO.
Well, definitely, and Team DENO, they were looking so strong in the early stages, but all their strength has faded away now in comparison to what 4K Mad is doing to them. All right, they get finished off now, down to 4 teams, 10 players, just 10 players surviving in this match, ladies and gentlemen, and it's going to be up to these 10 lads to find out who is going to get the chicken dinner. But right now, the most wonderful stance in this match is being held by Team Seal and 4K Mad. 4K Mad specifically because of the high ground that they have, and Team Seal because of how inside the circle they are right now. 4K Mad can just peek at the edge of the mountain and just start shooting down or throwing utilities, and they are going to go get those kills. Mad Legends, they are there with just one player in this match. That is Garcia still surviving, and OPMF Dictator is going to be the last man for the squad.
As of now, this is how it is looking for the players. But on to the other directions, as you can see, 4K. I mean, the players are just out there, but they still have to look forward for the utilities and everything for themselves. I mean, they have all the players surviving. All they need to do is just, go with the flow of the game. Matrix Gaming Whitey is trying to spot someone if he can, but it's just not enough as of now. So we still have to see how the fights just go down. Team Seal. All right, these players have to go up. Baron is so away from the teammates.
Yeah, he is away from the teammates, and that's going to be a huge risk. But he is not going to be taken down because the support comes in from Wally, and he takes down one of the players from 4K Mad. But now we have Ninja who's trying to close in, who spots out Garcia, finishes Garcia off, and that is the end of Max Legends, ladies and gentlemen, from this match.
Well, Team Seal is out here, OBMF as well. 4K Mad is another team that's just out here. 9 players alive.
Yeah, 9 players, just down to 9 players. 3 teams remaining. So an average of 3 players from each single team. But it is not that. It is a 4 versus 1 situation, and even that one player is going to be finished off earlier on from the blue zone. Dictator is out.
Talk about the circle. It's still shrinking down to a different area. Team Seal is good. I mean, they have the players, but OPMF outside the circle, it might as well just be a bad news for them.
Yeah, it is going to be bad news, but let's talk about... All right. Oh, whoa. Dictator is still a part of it. He turns the tides.
He turns the tides, and now he is inside the circle. So that's one thing for sure. But can he survive more? I mean, he does not have anything to heal. How will he heal? I mean, he cannot. That's one thing for sure. But can he take one more play down? Oh, he tried good. Whoa, that was brilliant, but the M249 always saves the day.
I mean, it can save the day right now because they need it. 4K Mad, this was their game, but Dictator has taken it away. He gave the advantage to Team Seal. Now, Team Seal, they are in a 4 versus 2 situation. And, well, they are inside the circle as well. They just have to finish off these lads on the high ground.
Well, Team Seal is out here, but the thing is, high ground exactly is with 4K Mad. I mean, imagine grenades just bouncing down the hill. That cannot let Jack and Jill just go up. I don't know, I just wanted to say that. But, well, 4K, the team is out here. How are they going to play their cards? I mean, the numbers game is not in their favor. Plus, the circle as well. The zone is not in their favor as well.
Yeah, 7 meters.
Zones away. Zones calling them. And so is Team Seal. This is going to be a catastrophe for Circles for the players to play against. Ankle and Baron are together. Meanwhile, the other two players, Wally and Zaki, are together as well. And now Ninja and Gaming have to look forward to. They know someone's in that smoke. Someone is out there. Each Circle is going to move forward. And with that, the players have to move. Matrix, I mean, you gotta use the M249 right now. One M249 can do the damage. Meanwhile, Matrix Gaming Whitey just, taking that off angle just to move up forward. And Ninja, I mean, Ninja can do everything with that M249, but can he or cannot? He does take down one. He does the damage. Now is the time to move. What's gonna happen as Baron is out there? Well, someone shooting someone. Ninja's out there onto the other side, and the guns are blazing at each and every direction. I mean, Baron, he has all his area around him, but Ninja takes on another one. They're making down to a 2v2. Zaki's on low HP as well, has an AKM, but does not have the helmet. And all he has to do to peek is show his head. Matrix Gaming is on low HP. He goes down. Team Seal wins it.
Well, it was their victory, and they have seized it in a wonderful manner. Team Seal, they take the chicken dinner.
They have sealed it for them.
Yeah, they have sealed the victory and are on the second position in the overall. Wow.
Wow.
Just 6 kills. So they had 4 kills basically moving up, and it was an uphill battle for them, but kudos to 4K Mad. They made them fight really hard for that victory. It was down to a 2v2 when they won.
They were taking a lot of fights though. They got just 6 kills.
They were taking a lot of fights, but a lot of the kills were being picked up by the lads on the high ground. 4K Mad.
That was a good game. I mean, if we talk about it, they had the lower ground, but they had the circle.
Yeah.
And that played in their favor somehow. And talking about 4K Mad, kudos to the effort, incredible efforts. Max Legends had a really good game as well in this one again.
But let's see who's the MVP of this match, and it is going to be, oh, all right, I think it's Dictator from OBMF.
Yeah, Dictator R is on to the other side, so it's Dictator. So as you can see, 4 kills, 715 damage, 3 assists as well. So brilliant, the stuff coming out from this individual. That healing done was good. Given the fact, obviously, it was an open circle, you are prone to getting shot from the other direction. So yeah, that was good.
But let's move forward, and after the MVP, we have the top players right now, ladies and gentlemen. So we do have Ninja, the man with the M249, 3 kills being picked up by him. Then it was the players of DENO who actually put up amazing performance. Salty and Fantastic, 6 kills combined for the team with these two lads.
I mean, DENO had to put numbers, right?
Yeah.
They had to put numbers somewhere, and they did that for sure. Talking about the ranking, you can see. So kills were distributed, in fact.
Yeah.
It's not like one team was having a lot of numbers, except for Team DENO, obviously they had 9. But the kills were distributed. 6 for the first 3 teams, and then Max Legends come down with 4. We talked about DENO, OPMX had 5. No chance at 4. Infinite Club had 2. So still, the teams are fighting for the chance to be in the top 16. That's one of the most important things. And yes, every team got something.
Exactly, every team got something. But this time, I mean, Mark Penn sitting on the 12th position with 2 points. So just 1 kill coming in for them. I mean, it's not gonna hamper the performance.
But it's a second bad game considering back to back, and this time again the 12th position. So they still have to look forward to that thing.
So Marpin, it's like they're already on their way to the finals. I think they can start to chill down. Even same goes for Max Legends, the other teams. Teams in the top 8, they can start to slow things down right now and just play freely. Do as many insane things as you want to and just get it all out of your system before you move on to the finals.
Last game, just, go with the flow. You see someone just go for the rush, and we saw some good rush moments in this particular game as well.
Exactly, and we're going to see them again in the open moments, ladies and gentlemen, and I think it was an amazing matchup. But I mean, I'm upset about something. I mean, people are really holding on to those sniper shots for a really long time.
Yeah, I mean, they were trying, but look at this. The one player did go down. Rich goes for the confirmation. He did do that though, but it was a bit too late, and his HP was onto the lower side. But well, the way the fights happened, those were some brilliant fights. On to the other direction, if we just talk about the teams that were taking up the fights for themselves. Somehow, somehow this fight kind of changed the journey for Team DENO as well. Look at this. They were inside the circle. They did take down one, and the one was spotted down, and the zone was doing the rest of the job. So DENO already got 3 kills, was on a really good domination. But after that, a solo player, yeah, he went down in that situation. But talking about the final team surviving, Team SEAL, they were actually a real headache for 4K. But, you know, 4K did come out once Dictator started changing the shape of the game for himself.
Yeah, this is the man who changed the game, ladies and gentlemen. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure 4K, they would have had this chicken dinner for themselves. I mean, 4 players, high ground, Team SEAL's location has been compromised. Definitely a chicken dinner that should have gone in there. We had Dictator not stepped in and, well, shown what he wanted. But with that, with the open moments done, I think now we have to look at the overall standings and see how things are happening over there, how things are changing, specifically in the second chart of the standings. We know, I mean, the top 8, they are in no trouble at all.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, those teams have to be out there. Plus, they have crossed down the 100 markers as well. 103, 107. You can see the teams that were out here. And then Mark Penn at 120. I mean, Mark Penn still needs a good game to be at the second position. But the Team SEAL right now, so far, it sounds like this is a dominating. OPMF as well, 121. So, if you talk about the teams till Mark Penn, one good game can get them to the second position. I want to see, we know Max Lins is out there. I want to see which team ends second.
Well, definitely. But moving forward in the standings, the second chart, I mean, here it is. So OPMF, 16th position, 75 points. E2S, they are being pushed back. DENO get themselves to safety.
Okay.
No chances in here.
Yeah, so no chances in here. They are qualified for sure. WGB2R, Born to Rush, 79 points. Probably they are qualified. I want to see what happens to E2S. Given the fact 75 points are with OPMF, let's move forward to see on to 17. 73 points by Erangel. They can qualify. They need to get more points than 16th and 15th like their counterparts if they can go for this one. So
they need 4 points to do that. Make it 5. I mean, you would not want to risk it to coming down to a tiebreaker situation wherein we look at kills, number of chicken dinners and all that.
It's important for Erangel, right?
5 points. 5 points, 1 match. Can they make it happen? Can they make it happen? But talking about other things, I mean, we do have extra esports on 45 and Team Destiny on 18 points. So they are basically out of the race.
Yeah, they are out of the race. So that's the thing. Extra esports can play it as a YOLO game. Just go with the kills. What's the worst that can happen? You might get eliminated as the first team. What's the best that can happen? You might just get 15 kill game.
Exactly. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a very short break before the last game. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Hello everyone and welcome back. Welcome ladies and gentlemen to the last game of the last day of the group stages of PMCO 2021 Spring Split South Asia Wildcard Region. My name is Warren Super Johnny John, being joined by Ocean Sharma. And ladies and gentlemen, as I said, this is the last game, this is the last map of the group stages, after which we will have the 16 names that will be moving forward from these group stages to the finals of PMCO 2021 South Asia Wildcard.
This is going to look brilliant as of now, as the players you can see are, moving down, and so many contestations are going to be happening for sure. When we talk about the fights and everything, you can see quite a lot of teams going down to Nova Ripnoi right now, and this Nova Ripnoi, like the Southern Island, that's one thing. So many teams taking a different approach for themselves, but I want to see, where and how do the early skirmishes happen, if they do, because even if anything, some teams would be ready to give all in against their opponents in this one match. And Seal Baron, just like we were saying, goes down in the early stage. Well, this is the Shelter Milta Circle, and Seal Baron goes down.
Well, definitely, and we're going to see a lot more players go down, because I think with the last game, most of the teams are going to go YOLO in this match. Doesn't matter if you are leading the charge or are out of the top 16, unless you're on the verge of making it. I mean, Urbiv is going to be one team that's going to be trying the level best to get those 5 points and to make it in. But look at this, so no chance. They have a really good position. They are basically already in the finals, and they are taking the fight against 4K Mad right now. A team that did wonderful. They had a wonderful game for themselves in the last match.
Yeah, that is right. But now, if we have to just, see through for all the fights for how those will be happening and what is going to be just, moving on with the fighting stance. As you can see, OPX Marco has to spot down the players from Max Legends, and he knows that there's someone out here. So this is where the early skirmishes might as well just, go for the later contestation, but no chance. Anka takes down 4K's man. I mean, 4K, the team that was looking really good in the previous game, they were in the top 2, but now they might be in a troublesome situation. Oh, Anka, not a lot on him though, but he does a good 1v2. SKS for the finishes.
Well, the finish is definitely going to come in, and no chance. This fight is theirs to take. They've taken down a few players. They've taken down 2 players, in fact, and now the other ones are going to be hunted down probably. 4K Mad, the fight has slipped away from their hands.
Yeah, and that too in the area that we call, Milta. I mean, sounds like a good area to start off with your early loot, but if you're just going over aggressive in this one, you kind of need to be careful. I mean, no chance they did good. But now for the other 2 players of 4K, they have to see if they take up the fight or if they, move away from here. Obviously, even if you are being hunted or you are the ones that are hunting, you gotta, create those point voids for yourself somehow.
Well, definitely. You have to create those points. And with the points that Team No Chance have collected right now, I think they are going to move up in the standings and have a little bit even more comfortable position. We're going to see this team in the finals for sure, ladies and gentlemen. But now going for the hunt on the players of 4K, it is a risky situation, but I mean, it's up to the lads if how they want to play the remainder of this match. So we are already down to 51 players, although all the 14 teams that started this game are still surviving. So apart from few individual players being picked off, we have no squad eliminations yet, and it is still the early stages of the match. I would like to see how teams are going to react, and how teams are going to react specifically to the teams who are going YOLO. Because as the game started, we did see 3 teams dropping down around Nova Ripnoi area. Early collisions towards that side, they're going to be super intense.
Yeah, those are going to be super intense for sure. But now, if we just, have to see how or why the teams would like to move on to those areas, that's only one of the most important things as well. And now talking about the circle has started taking its toll onto the players. Obviously, it hasn't touched the islands yet, but slowly, steadily, it will. As you can see now, this is where the game has to just end down. And the central lines of the zone is empty. Shelter, Prison Mansion, those areas are completely empty. Milta is just a bit onto the grasp for the reach, but talking about Ferry Pier, there's a Team Infinity. They have to get inside the circle. They might as well just try to go to Pochinki. Surprisingly, no team went to Pochinki right now. George Pole was empty as well as Team Seal used to go there, but obviously they were not out there in this one, so they did go on to a different drop location. But talking about Milta, power to Milta, 4 to 5 teams just, trying to take up a fight.
Well, definitely, and 4K is in a bad position over there. No chance their collision versus EA is going to be an interesting one. ISSL is going to be closing in from the rear, and as I said, the fight is going to be starting so soon. Even I did not expect that. No chance. They have come in for a lot of kills. Another one is going to be picked up, and now they've reduced 2 teams to 2-man squads. First was 4K Mad, and now they've reduced EA to a 4-man squad. Akha is already on a domination. 3 kills already confirmed for him.
Yeah, I mean, those did happen. The confirmations did just happen against the players. But now we have to see, how much more can you look at Ruslan's West. Obviously, it is damaged. In the later fights might just be a bad thing. Oh, the shots were being laid down onto him, but nothing connected as of now.
Well, nothing is going to connect. They are going to be in a troublesome situation. Pinky Boy needs to be really careful because it is a 2 versus 4 situation that they're facing right now. The players of No Chance have lined up in front of them. And if they decide to take this fight, it's going to be a risky one. But Pinky Boy takes down Cocktail. Needs to go for a finish. Otherwise, No Chance. They are going to react. Takes down another one. Oh, 2 knocks coming in. The numbers have been reduced to a 2 versus 2. This fight has definitely, EA, they have definitely turned things around in this situation. But now the heals need to come in. Nexus, he is really low. Falls back a little bit. Does he have a first aid on him? He needs to heal up.
Yeah, he definitely needs to, but Pinky Boy, I mean, he's also really close. If he has something to lend a helping hand, he can just do that into this one. I mean, they are down to 2 men, and No Chance as well, but the revive will be coming out, and No Chance, they managed to somehow win this fight in a mental state, though, but the damage onto both sides have been done somehow. So let's see what happens if they collide again in the future. Not in the future, though, but in a few minutes later, if that happens, though.
Well, it is going to be quite an interesting situation. But look at this. Another team joins the party. XB Rangers have come quite close to the Milta area. They are so close to the players of 4K Mad. And as we said, ISSL is there as well. So this is going to turn into a really aggressive fight. No Chance still taking on the players of EA. While the rest of the teams, they are going to close in. They're going to move towards the shelter area soon. So that shelter area is going to be super tricky to pass by.
Well, fantastic goes down from DENO, as you can see onto his name. So now Team DENO might be in a bit of trouble as well, but now EA Extra, they are still trying to take this fight against the players of No Chance. The team of No Chance, they are good with the numbers game for themselves, but the thing is, Cocktail has been spotted. M24 in the hands, one shot to the head. Might as well end the player down out there. So that's one thing, but he hasn't taken the shot yet.
Well, the shot has not yet come. The players of No Chance, they might be running into an ambush that they're not aware about.
Why though? That's my question. Look at him. Look at him. He can spot the players. Probably he's just giving out the location or something, but he might as well just take down one player at least. That would have been really good had he done that. Meanwhile, Team DENO, Fantastic goes down first. Now Salty goes down as well. Max Legends is looking really good as both the players are pinned down and pins it down onto the other location, but the circle's coming up forward, so they need to finish those players as soon as they can. Just grenades are going down, takes down one player, and Cocktail takes down EMXers, but Pinky Boy, now he shoots, takes down Cocktail. So the fights are happening onto the other side. We missed that M24 shot though. I mean, if something, but now Max Legends, they're going to be enjoying this loot for themselves.
Well, definitely, and they are going to be enjoying the loots that they find on the ground right now. All right, now he goes for the shot. Pinky Boy emptying the entire clip into the players of No Chance, catches one off guard, brings one down to the knees, but the other players actually manage to get away, and the revive comes in. Cocktail, he's driving away. He needs to go for the shots to trail over to the M4, but the shots miss the mark. Cocktail still running away, and this fight is definitely not what EA thought they were going to do. Mexus has been taken down as well. There's absolutely no way EA survived this assault. They're going to be finished off one by one. Pinky Boy, the last player surviving, gets picked off in the moving buggy, and that is the end. That is the first team being eliminated, ladies and gentlemen, in this match.
Well, that is true. This just happened extra. I mean, they don't have anything extra to spare right now as they did get eliminated. Now the teams and players are moving on to the circles for themselves. Urbev is moving from the back inside of the, and we know how important this game is for Urbev as they have to make it inside top 16. If they get a good game, they can make, at least those 5-point marker that Urbev has to go for into the top 16. So that's one thing. Team Seal is moving from the southern side inside as well, inside the zone. That's a good thing for themselves. Infinity Club has also moved inside the circle. There are a few teams, though. You can see Team DENO's players, OPEX's players, and then there's another team that's just moving from the backside of Rozok. So the circle is going to be punishing them with the first airdrop right onto the backside of Milta Power. Has an M249 and the 8X.
Yeah,
okay.
M249 and the 8X, and well, Urbiv's wish is going to have a buggy run over him right now by the players of Squadron. They were going for the finish, and as I said, I mean, this is going to be an interesting situation to see how these teams move further inside the circle. They are on the western edge right now, northwestern edge, and they will be moving towards the shelter area soon, but this match has taken an interesting turn, especially how the teams are lined up towards Milta. That is, I think, one place we need to keep our eyes on.
Yeah, that is one place we definitely have to see as well. But right now, Bifunky, Urbib, Adam, they are moving up against their will, because, you know, these are the two players surviving. Urbib, they need those 5 points. Those 5 points difference is something that can make or break their game today. So they have to play everything right onto the cards. Otherwise, it might just be a problem. Meanwhile, look at this. Ninja and Hunter were the two players surviving, and they have Infinity Club right next to them.
Well, they do have the team right next to them, but are they going to pick up the fight? This is just two players surviving from the team of 4K Mad, and it is going to be quite risky for them to actually start get up and start shooting if they spot out the players of Infinity. Also, Infinity, it looks like they're heading for these compounds as well. Hunter and his teammate, they need to wait for the very last moment until Infinity are right in front of them and then start taking them out.
Well, that is one thing, though, but I don't know how these two players will be able to take up the fight. I mean, they can spot and they can judge their opponents as of now, but taking the fight and taking, you know, everything in their control, it might just be tricky, because right now they don't have any kill. Obviously, they can control it with the momentum of the previous game, but still, you know, that's a long shot by just only two players at this moment, and that's just one thing to think about. You can see where they are onto the backside of Milta, but look at Team Seal. Sounds like Team Seal wants to play it cool.
Well, they definitely do want to play it cool. They are sticking to the edge of the main island right now, the edge towards the Milta Power, and they are planning to avoid basically all the teams up until the late game stages. Team Seal can go YOLO. They are sitting in a really wonderful position as far as the overall standings are concerned. They can basically just run face first into everyone and just start picking them off left and right.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying when I said, you know, they are kind of playing it cool. So it's brilliant the way they are just doing it. So that's good. But right now, Bifunky, right, so the players again just moving up forward up against their opponents slowly and steadily. And now the way the players slowly and steadily are just, you know, getting a hold of everything. This game, I mean, this final Erangel, we were thinking that it might just go really fast-paced for a few teams. It's not. I mean, that's how intended the teams are to, you know, take this seriously, and it's good.
Well, definitely. It looks amazing. Oh, no. Ninja, he spots out. One spots out. Risha goes for the shots, but Risha runs inside the cover right in the nick of time. Ninja is trying to close the distance. The nade is going to come in from its... Where did that come from?
The grenade was actually meant for the other one, but he went down by the scar, and the finish will be coming down. I mean...
Huge blunder. That was a huge blunder.
But Infinity was the one that knocked him down, though. But the grenade was... It kind of panicked him as well. That's one thing for sure.
But still, man, I mean, the damage being done to your own teammate, that was a huge mistake. And now Hunter's position is also compromised. Now the last man surviving for 4K Mad. If Infinity, definitely they want to go for a hunt right now. They haven't pinned down. Cage is there, Risha is there, Ernie and Epic are in the back lines. There's no way Hunter survives this.
No way Hunter survives this, and Hunter, it's just one thing, the hunt will be on him. They know he might be in this one house, but the thing is, they just want to play it strategically. It matters. Every kill right now matters. Ernie moving up forward, Epic is onto the back side, Ernie's with Cage right now, Risha's onto the other direction as well. They know they have to get inside this house somehow. That's what they are trying for. You can see Cage, he jumps in, a good jump in. They just need to spot one player, and there it is. Even before they can make a move, 4K Mad gets eliminated.
Well, 4K Mad being taken out already of this matchup, down to 12 teams, 40 players alive, and I think DENO might be the next one.
Probably. Team DENO was in a lot of trouble right from the bat, as well as they lose two players early. The one more player did go down right now. No Chance has 7 kills. Well, that's the old no chance that we, you know, love to see.
I think so. I think this is the team that we will be expecting in the finals right now. They are playing it safe. They are playing this one to the best of their ability. 7 kills already confirmed for them. And moving forward, they have a really good position inside the circle as well. They have good amount of cover. They have information of all the teams around them. But if they aren't able to take the fights, if they aren't able to take the fights precisely, they can be third-partied and finished off from angles that they do not expect getting shot at. But we did see the airdrop coming in with the demon with 2 faces.
Well, Car 98 still being used to its perfection. Yeah, MK14 was out there, but you know, Ruslan. Now the thing is, Ruslan knows he cannot peek again. If he peeks again, there is a bolt action ready to take the action.
Well, definitely, and you have to face the action at one point or the other.
Yeah.
But I would love to see, I mean, we have been saying this, and finally, I love seeing this. I love seeing the bolt action snipers back into, back basically being forced back into the meta by these players. But Infinity, they have nothing to lose. They are driving towards the players of no chance. Cocktail needs to be a little careful. Infinity is going to be passing them by soon.
Yeah, that's true. Right now, Mark Penn's players, I mean, all the 4 players are out here, but look at this. OPMF's Moray takes on Seal Ankle. Team Seal again reduced to 2-man squad, sorry. The first player did go down when they were landing, and after that, so that's one thing. DENO Lee goes down. That is the elimination of Team DENO at no kills and 12th position. That just means 1 placement point for the team. Opex Munsif using good grenades did not do the damage though, but it did, you know, put up a bit of a falterance onto the opponent's side. Another grenade is going down onto Jay's direction. Let's see if this one can do the job or something. Well, nothing yet. Opex versus Max Legends. Well, it would be interesting.
Yeah, it is definitely going to be interesting, but more interesting is going to be who gets the chicken dinner in this final game. Max Legends versus Opex. We love watching these teams fight it out. And, well, they are going to fight it out again for us, ladies and gentlemen, right now, in fact, as Jay actually tosses a nade towards Marco, but the nade misses it. Marks the second one is going to come in, but no, Marco's nade actually does the trick. Jay has been brought down to 50% HP. The car has been damaged quite a lot.
Yeah, it has been, but after this, if we just, you know, have to look forward to all the other things, we still have to see how the fights just get down. Still, even if the fights are happening right now, they are still at a really slow pace, given the fact this is the 4th circle, and obviously 17 minutes have passed down, but now I think that all might just change as Resha goes down from Infinity, as the players were trying, and Resha, the kill goes down to Talat onto the other side. Well, that's something different that we just saw with Funky. I mean, I want to see how Team Urbiv actually plays. Those 5 points, the 5 points that they need, they have to go for that one. Otherwise, the qualification might just be up for the Knicks.
Well, definitely. But what is going to happen next? Only time will tell for now. Urbiv also trying to come into the action. So this third party is, well, it's going to turn things around completely. And Opex in this match, especially with a 3-man squad, they're looking to take this fight in their favor, get those kills. Urbiv definitely need those 5 points. We talked about 5. They have 0 as of now.
Yeah.
Well, they have a placement point, but that's not going to matter.
And Funky's down. I mean, the revive should come in. How will Adam survive? How will Adam play this? He being the solo player, plus the vehicle kind of gives up the location as well from the other sides, because, you know, if there's a vehicle right next to a tree, that's for a good cover. And, well, Garcia gets down spotted as well by Munsif. And there it is. One player goes down. Max Legends can be in a bit of a trouble. As of now, Lila and Jay are just out there, and the shots are being sprayed down onto the smoke side. Now, if they have a good grenade, they might as well just loft that one. But right now, all they need to do is play it cool.
Well, definitely. They have to play it cool. They have to make it look cool as well.
I mean, that's true.
That's
Given the fact Opex is just a 3-man squad, they have to do everything just all by themselves. And now they are trying,
One nade, and Max Legends are done.
Yeah, it's true, but they don't have it. They used the utilities previously.
Yeah. Opex is like one of those teams that, like, they love their utility.
Yeah. I mean, and they play around it brilliantly.
Yeah.
So that's one thing for sure. But Garcia did get up a revive, and Garcia knows that they do not have to, just peek again from the same direction. That's for sure. But now look at the circle. The circle takes up a bit of a northern shift, and that kind of, just helps Opex to get inside the zone, as they were really close to the circle. And now they'll try and find out the center lines, because that will be a really good comfort level for themselves.
Well, definitely. It's going to be a good level of comfort, but Are they going to be comfortable enough? Well, they charge into Urbiv. Urbiv might just get the points that they need, but no. Cocktail has been taken down. Adam goes down. Just one more player surviving, and what just happened? No chance. They take out Urbiv as Ruslan goes on a domination, but they are not out of trouble. No chance is not out of trouble. Ruslan is going to be taken down. Opex from the other side are closing in, and Markpen is coming in to get those kills, but is Markpen going to get the kills? Cocktail slowly and steadily bleeding out. The shots come in his direction. I think he's going to be finished off. No chance. Down to just a two-man squad now. Make it one.
Whoa. Slowly and steadily, the tables have turned. Meanwhile, if you just look at this, the players are, XP Rangers, the players are taking up good fights. Sanhok did take down one player though, and that took his Max Legends. I don't know how the single player can just take a hold of the game. That's the most important thing right now, but the kill is trying to be stolen by Opex's Marco. Now, Marco is moving up forward. Squadrons players as well, they are just trying to pressure down XB Rangers player. Jay is the last one surviving, but for how long can he survive? That's one of the most important questions. Coming away means moves away from the fights, and now Jay, will he revive his teammates? That's the most important question. Sounds like no is the answer, as one goes down and Dilla, the clock is ticking on Dilla as well, and now Jay is the last one surviving from Max Legends.
Well, he might be the last one, but he has the support of his teammates with him. And he's going to try and see if he can get a few extra points for the team. A few extra points so that the team can go into the finals, well, with the heads held up high. I mean, they're still going to have their head super high because, well, Max Legends have dominated the competition in the group stages. But, I mean, the domination needs to keep on going.
Yeah, that's true. But now Momo, I think he kind of knows where he needs to put up the grenade. And the previous grenade did not do the damage, but this time it might just try. And he did good. Oh, that was a brilliant grenade, just, going up onto the areas. But now he needs to throw more just to take down Lucifer, if it might as well just happen. The grenade did just bush out a lot of damage, though, but it did not take down the player. Jimmy might be in the crosshairs, and there it is. One more player might as well just go down. All right, so those were a few damage shots just being traded out, but this team needs to go with more kills. Like we were talking, will Markpen head out to the second position by the end of the game? They would try to go for this one for sure.
Well, definitely they're going to try and go for this one. Markpen, this is going to be the last opportunity to get a chicken dinner in the group stages, right?
And this will be their first chicken dinner if they go for this.
Yes.
So
a team with amazing consistency, by the way.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, if they get it, they're going to be in the top two.
It's
all things put together.
Yeah,
everything
all together, they're going to be getting the best out of everything.
Everything falls into the right place, like basically a puzzle being put together. But talking about puzzles, well, this puzzle is going to be missing a piece. That is going to be Max Legends, ladies and gentlemen. Now we are down to 6 teams, 19 players alive in the action, and XB Rangers with all 4, Markpen with all 4, ISSL Noob Alliance with all 4 players. Other than that, Infinity Club with 3-man squad remaining, Seal Esports with 2, and Opex, a team that started with a 3-man squad, they have 2 players left.
Yeah, so that's one thing. But now if you just look about the Seal Wally, all right. So somehow Team Seal Wally is still taking all the fights in his own hands, and he's trying to go down with the players. But look at ISSL Noob Alliance, not noobs anymore. They are looking really good with the fights. Exponential on to the other side, trying to take down a few players from Infinity Club, but well, he did not as of now. But well, the damage was done, but Exponential, well, otherwise did go down. Markpen Valeska, good grenades. Markpen now is playing brilliant with those grenades and those utilities, and now they are moving up forward against ISSL. This might be the fight that changes the course of the game for Markpen. This spots down the X-Burns players. All right, so one spray can take one player down. Yes, it does. Pelzang, they do the job. Now the finish should be just coming in right about now. Barrel 3 times being used, and now they have told the direction. I'm bet they said enemies ahead, and now the grenades will be going on to that direction. But well, it was not just a bit far away. Now the thing is, look at ISSL. They are really close to Markpen, but Markpen is focusing on XB Rangers. So that kind of changed a lot of things. Valeska moving up around the players. Whoa! Valeska, Pelzang, he knows there are players onto this direction, and there it is. That was brilliant. Valeska takes down one with the vehicle. That was from Infinity Club. Now Pelzang, they are taking up the kill numbers. This is the Markpen that we wanted to see. This is the Markpen that we would love to see. This is the Markpen that's showcasing brilliant gameplay. One player. The grenade goes down, and there it is. 3-pointer. Markpen gets the squad wipe.
Well, Mark Penn, it is an amazing performance they are putting in the last match that they have to play in the group stages. And can they secure the chicken dinner? Just 4 teams remaining. So Mark Penn, they have 3 more opponents to beat. The opportunity could be theirs. They lose out on Momo right now, who has been knocked out. But the revive can come in. Pasta is there. The smoke is going to be popped off. Momo trying to fall back, but he is going to be finished off. Team Seal, 2-man squad remaining. Zaki and Wally, they are creating a lot of trouble for a lot of teams.
Last time they did not have an M249, but this time they do, so they can change the game. Team Seal, last time they had an incredible chicken dinner onto the lands of Miramar, but now which team is going to get the best out of that? That's the question. Munsev is surviving from OPEX, and we know when one last player of OPEX survives, how he turns the game. Munsev takes down Makman Pasta. Meanwhile, Zaki takes down XB Rangers Yaka Whitey. Now Pelzang needs to go for the revive, because the revive is going to be the most important thing. What he did is brilliant. Pelzang actually smoked down Munsev's side so that he can revive his teammate. That's impressive. If you smoke down out here, obviously the shots will be coming down to you. So he did the opposite of this one. But now this is really important, the way Team Seal is playing. Munsev might as well be the next one to go down. He knows the grenades are coming down onto him, so he needs to be safe. Now is the final moment. Munsev has been taken down. 3 teams. Team Seal, XB Rangers, and Markpen. Well, Palsen goes down past his last one, surviving, but for how long is past? Has been spotted down as well. The shots are going down in Markpen. There it is. Markpen's journey does end right now, but they will be moving forward into the finals for sure. Meanwhile, Team Seal, a 2v4 situation. Can they clutch it out, as they are in a lot of momentum at this moment? But the thing is, XB Rangers, they have man advantage for themselves.
Yeah, XB Rangers definitely have the man advantage. 2 versus 4, as you said. Team Seal, a good momentum for them, and XB Rangers as well, they have 7 kills confirmed for the entire team. But look at this. So Prada does not have a West on him. His West is completely shot up. But can Team Seal use it to the advantage? I don't think so, as Wally goes down. Zaki, the last man remaining. That means it's the queue for XB Rangers to get up, run towards the players of Team Seal, run towards Zaki and finish him off. Talat just getting the Groza in his hands just to like an insurance policy, a thing that is going to allow them to finish this game even sooner. They're running towards the smoke right now. One good grenade and it's all going to come to an end. But is XB Ranger going to get it?
Well,
I mean, they will.
I mean, given the fact the way they are playing, they might as well just get it. But now Wally goes down again. Zaki's the last one surviving. All the shots did connect to him, and Wally will be finished down. It's a 1v4 situation. But for how long? Zaki, can he take one player down? Yes, he does. But no, after that, he gets shut down, put down, hunted down, as XB Rangers become the winner chicken dinner holders for the last game.
Oh, and they are on the 13th position in the overall ranking.
They qualify with style.
They qualify with style, ladies and gentlemen. An amazing finish by XB Rangers, and again, Markman make it to the top 3 and fail to get the chicken dinner.
I mean, that is true though somehow, but if we were looking at the stats and all, right, because we'll be discussing about the stats and everything, so I would love to see who the MVP of this particular game was, because if we talk about the players, every team decided to have a really good fight. No chance started, and they got eliminated when they had 9 kills, if I'm not wrong or something. That's one thing. Ekban at YT, 4 kills, 1,000 damage. Given the fact the team had 1949 damage, he had 1,000.
Like more than 50% damage coming in from this one individual player, 218 healing done. So he's definitely pulling up the assist for his team. And it was an incredible performance from XB Rangers in this last match. I mean, this could be the hint to what this team is capable of moving forward to the finals. But, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have a look at the top players after this, after MVP is done. And I think his teammates are going to be in the list as well. But no, all right, so we have Agha from No Chance, who contributed 5 kills to his team, even though the survival time is not that high. Then we have Pelzang from Markpen, 4 kills coming in, and then Wally from Team Seal with 3.
This is one of the rarest times that I'm seeing all the players from different teams contributing in the top players list. Team Seal, Markpen, No Chance, XP Rangers. So all these teams had a dominating performance throughout the series, throughout this week, I would say, whenever they were playing. Wally, Pelzang, Anka, Talat. I mean, the players were brilliant.
The players were brilliant indeed, but now let's move forward and have a look at the standings of the match and see how things have turned out over there. So 24 points for XB Rangers, Markpen with 18, Team Seal, Esports with 18 points, No Chance with 11, OPEX, they have a wonderful position, ISSL Noob Alliance 9 points, Max Legends with just 5 points, but moving forward, so it's going to be quite tricky. I mean, we're going to have a look at the overall standings in a while, ladies and gentlemen. First, we will have a few special moments that we have to look at from this matchup, and I know there will be plenty. So let's just move forward, have a look at the Oppo moments of the game, because there are a lot of fights that I think you and I would like to discuss.
I mean, there are a few fights. Talking about the final fight, obviously, and the fights before that. I mean, when No Chance was rushing and taking down the players. Plus, this fight, you can look at this. The one that I was saying, No Chance was rushing right from the bat, right from the get-go. They took down Untitled that 1v2 with that SKS. The finished it. Right after that, Cocktail was also, on the support, having the assist onto the player. But well, after this one, as you can say, the way the fights were happening against them, they still managed. And this was the moment that changed something for 4K. I mean, given the fact they started off good, and now look at this, denied to even take a shot.
Well, denied the opportunity to get the kills, but moving forward in the game, OPEX, they were riding a really good high of the momentum that they were on, but they were stopped in their tracks. And then we move on to the final few moments of this match, ladies and gentlemen, as Max Legends tried to make their way inside the circle. They were picked off. Mark Penn holding a really wonderful position, but the players were trying to get into a better position, as they were trying to take control of the circle, just because of playing the edge and how cluttered the edge they were on was, they ended up losing a few individual players, and by the time they made it to the final few teams, they did not have enough support for themselves.
Yeah, that is true. But now afterwards, when we were just looking at for the final fight, 3 teams were surviving in XB Rangers. They were out here, Team Seal. I mean, this is where the final moment did happen. And once they knew that they took down one player, it was just a 1v4. They were like, yeah, we are confident. Plus, we have the team hunt down at one area where the circle's onto the back-hand side. We can take it.
All right, so now it is time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move forward, have a look at the overall rankings, and see the 16 teams that will be moving forward from the group stages and playing in the finals. So first we have Max Legends, followed by Seal Esports. Mark Penn is going to be there. OPMF OPEX is going to come in. Team Bear, NRC Esports, Seal 9, SDZ Esports as the first 8 teams in the finals. Moving forward, the next 8, 9 to 16. Has anything changed? All right, so No Chance, SDMZ Esports, Team WMG 187, XB Rangers, B2R. Then we have OPMF Esports, 78 points. DENO make it with 78 points, barely managing to qualify.
Well, we were talking about 77 points. They did get out there, but then there are a few teams that, did not make it to the finals. Let's have a look at those names as well. From 17 to 24, it's going to be E2S. 77 is what they had. Exactly. That's what he was saying. Urbev, 75 points. ISSL. They had a really good game previously in this one. 75 points. Infinity Club, 67. Mafia Gang, 4K Mad. I mean, think about it. They missed chicken dinner in the previous game. Savage Esports was out here. SQUADRONS was out there, and then we'll be having extra esports as well. And obviously, any team Destiny, those teams also could not make it. But hey, journey doesn't end here for these teams.
Yeah, journey doesn't end here. The opportunity is going to be there with the next PMCO that's going to come in. But I mean, for now, the journey is going to end. They will be awarded the $300 that are there for the 17 to the 32nd position. But apart from that, failing to move forward to the finals, they'll be just watching the games from the sidelines.
And obviously, they will be enjoying the thing that is, they knew the competitions were good, so they'll be supporting those teams with everything, with the head held high, because these teams now, they have, taken down on one journey. Bigger things await. Let's see how that happens.
Exactly, and what awaits us, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the finals that will be starting from Wednesday. So make sure to tune in for those. Until then, take care. Good night. We'll see you in the finals.